Hi guys, welcome to the second game for today. The matches between Nigeria and Sierra Leone. We're covering it live from Nigeria. Uh, if you guys want to get live updates and stay up to date with the West Africa Trophy, please click on the link which is pinned on the chat section. There we go. The Cricket Launch TV will take you to the stream. Obviously, great start from Nigeria so far. Suleiman runs away. Yesterday, he did not have a great game, Gokul. He just got 2 runs, but today they're off to a great start against
Yeah, but
Sierra
as
Leone.
as you say that, Krithesh, I think there's been a couple of drop chances, a couple of
Yeah.
lucky escapes with inside edges. So Salim Salah, probably the luckier of the two batsmen, but he's also scored runs. So we've seen in the previous game as well how a couple of decisions going against you can almost uh, take a team out of the game and vice versa. So hopefully, in this situation, they probably want to avoid that. They want to make sure that they are in a position where they get off to a good start, and that's obviously going to help as well. Suleiman getting off to a great start with that boundary as well. He's going to be really happy.
That's definitely a great lofted shot from Suleiman. Great shot so far, Nigeria. They're looking very positive.
Yeah.
It's just had to do with the balls they have faced, these two, 11 balls and 9 balls each, bringing the confidence in them. Yesterday we saw extraordinary fielding efforts from Sierra
Sierra
Leone, Gokul,
Leone.
but today they're unable to go against Nigeria. Obviously, Nigeria being the top team in the tournament so far, we saw the predictions initially it was closer to 150, but these two they've had a great start so far to the
Yeah,
innings, and we can see it is slowly creeping up to 170. I
definitely.
think if these two stay until 7 or 8 overs, the predicted score might even go closer to 190 or even closer to 200. We haven't seen this ground being a high scoring pitch so far. It has to do with the long boundaries and the way these guys have been playing, and the bowling, especially from all the teams. Extraordinary effects from bowling, especially with the spinners. Let's see what these guys have to do. They're taking singles. They're not going every shot for boundary. Uh, they're playing it very carefully. They're going for one or two loose shots. As we speak, he's going for another one. I think that's a wicket opportunity.
Yeah, that's a wicket. So first wicket down for
Mhm.
the Nigerian batsmen, but they've done really well. They've
Yeah.
gotten their team off to a flyer in the power play. 17 of 9, I think Salim Salah is the batsman who goes after getting to 17 in rapid, quick time. He's disappointed with himself. He's trying to show his disappointment by hitting the bat on the ground a few times. A very lethargic walk back into the dugout, but I actually feel like it's a pretty decent start, and I think it's
Mhm.
important for Nigeria to get runs on the board early on. If you remember, Kritesh, this is almost half of what they scored yesterday in that Sierra Leone innings, and they've already got into it in 3.5 overs. So,
Yeah.
not the worst start for Nigeria. Obviously, losing a wicket
Mhm.
of Salim Salah, probably not something that they wanted. It was not something in their bucket list. So, I'm sure that they're going to be a bit sad
But
about
I
losing that
think
wicket.
he did his job very well, scoring
Yeah.
17 runs of 9 balls. He was obviously there looking like he might lose his wicket because the way he was playing, very aggressive. They dropped his catches twice so far in the innings, so we knew that it was coming out. Salim Salah's wicket.
Yeah, but
It was
then
not
again, like I said,
something
I
what
don't
was to
think
do
he's just
coming
going
out.
to complain about it. I think that's the
Yeah,
important thing to talk
that
about
is
there.
true. Mhm.
They still have Suleiman, in the crease, so I think they're not going to really be upset with that either. I think it
Yeah.
just comes down to the fact that they
It's
probably need to
I think it
recuperate
is
now.
Daniel Ajikun coming in. Definitely, he also did not have a great day yesterday. He
Yeah.
scored only 5 runs of 8 balls. It
Yeah.
is both the batters who had a bad day yesterday coming into today. We'll see if they can score. Oh my God! As soon as he comes in, starts with a boundary. Great
I
start.
think that's the intent, Kritish. I
How?
think
Yeah,
they
definitely. They
realize
don't want to
that
bring
with
the
the
intent
Sierra
down.
Leone team, their batting isn't really their strong suit. So if you can take their bowling out of the game, you're going to win the game very easily. And that's what Daniel Ajikun has done. He's played with intent. First ball wavered down the leg side from Solomon, and he's basically gotten onto it early on, chipped it over that leg side region, gets off to a flying start. So 36 for 1 after the 4 overs, guys. And what an incredible start to this second match today and for this Nigerian innings. Looking really confident so far, the Nigerian batsman, don't you think?
Definitely, they are looking very confident. I would say, if a batsman is coming in, he is facing the first ball, tossing it off to the boundary. You clearly shows the amount of confidence they have to take against this Sierra Leone's bowler. We saw they were pretty good with the bowling yesterday. Even though they scored 48 runs, they were trying to put their lives and save every run possible. They took Rwanda until almost 7-8 overs for them to chase it.
Yeah,
Just 49 runs. I think it went more than 8 overs yesterday, if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
But today I'm thinking the projected score on the screen, it says 175. It's easily possible with the way they are batting so far. It also has to do with the outfield being quick and very fast. They're taking advantage of it very well. They've
Yeah.
scored a few boundaries already. We have seen almost four boundaries and one is six, so adding up to five boundaries.
There's a few chats
So most of the
there,
runs.
Kritesh. Do you wanna get to
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Poor bowling. It's too early to judge the bowling, I would say. It has to do with the Nigerian batting. They are pretty confident. However, they bowl, you change the line, you try to bring in different variations. The batters are pretty confident going on with it. So that has to do with Nigerian batting being top class, not the poor bowling from Sierra Leone. And the other comment is that Sierra Rumaituki Chome. I'm not quite sure what the comment is from Gogri. So, guys, please let us know your predictions.
Is Gogri a Sierra Leone supporter, Kritesh? I'm not quite sure. My Hindi
Maybe.
isn't really that top notch. Obviously, you are our Hindi specialist as well. So, if you want to give me some more info on what's been said by Gogri there, I would genuinely appreciate it.
I think he just wants Sierra to win so that he'll get us 200 rupees chow mein. So, if you do you like chow mein Gokul, then you would pray for Sierra Leone
I'm
to
not a
win
big
today.
fan of Charmin, I have to be honest. That's another single there. Gogri says, sure. Uh, sure for what? I'm not quite sure what. I think you and Gogri are having a separate conversation here, Kritesh. I'm not quite sure as to what is
I think
going
he's
on.
just sure to get us charming if Sierra Leone manage to win the game, which we don't see clearly.
I do
If you
not think
guys,
they're getting away from it.
yeah, if you guys look at the win predictions, Sierra Leone they're just on to 2%. Do you think they might be able to take few wickets and bring them back in the game? Okay. It's
I
Abubakar
think it's going to
Kamara.
be
He
struggling.
he took few wickets yesterday, Gokul.
Yeah.
Abubakar Kamara. He is the one who took two wickets. So danger man, obviously. He kept the economy also closer to two. How often do you see? Obviously, they're chasing only. They were defending only 48 runs. So keeping an economy of two is it's a great effort from him. It's no run. He's bowling it to Anjikun Daniel. He had a great start. First ball taking it away for four. I think now they're not taking any risk against the danger man Abubakar Kamara. Given away only 3 runs so far, bowling four balls. It's another single. Hit it off to the extra cover. Just a single of that ball. With
Yeah.
one more ball left in this over for Abubakar Kamara. Let's see if he can consider like stop them from
Oh,
taking any more
really?
boundaries.
Vikram says that his brother works for Al Nasser. Obviously, Al Nasser is the jersey that I'm wearing, but it's the UAE Al Nasser guys, not the Saudi Al Nasser where Ronaldo plays. So Vikram says that his family member works for the club in the UAE. If that's the case, please do let him know that I wish him good luck. I'm a massive Al Nasser supporter as well. So really happy that your brother works there.
It's a great sweep shot from Suleiman Gokul, taking it off to a deep leg square for a
Kritesh,
four.
Vikram's talking about your turtleneck there. So he's like loving the turtleneck, brother, in the top right, looking like Kamal Hassan. You think this? Wait, I mean, look, you're telling me this
I'm not
guy
sure.
looks like Kamal Hassan? I think.
Then I think Gokul, you might be looking like LA Talabadi.
Okay, no,
In that
let's
case,
just stop it there. You don't need to abuse me for any reason, okay? But again, getting back to the cricket, 5 overs, 44 for one, best power play for any team so far in
yeah.
this competition. I guess with another over to go, they could potentially get to that 50 mark. I think somebody's calling you Leo Das. I think
I'm not quite sure, Gokul. I think it is you who is Leo
I'm not.
Das.
I'm just Gokul. Um,
Okay.
but good enough start for Nigeria, do you think, Kritesh?
Yeah, obviously great shot. Scoring 44 runs in this particular ground is definitely a big deal, especially for Nigeria,
Yeah.
in order to prove that they are the best team in this competition so far. Yesterday, it did not turn out very well for them against Zambia. They scored only 138 after facing all 20 overs. So today, we might be expecting them to be scoring even higher score, maybe closer to 180. Our prediction says that. They are in for 167 runs, but I think they're in for more than that, Gokul. With these two, especially Suleiman being the top batter for Nigeria from the past few games, I think I'm not quite sure what happened out there. I think they're going for a break at 5 hour period.
I
Uh,
think maybe a
I think
potential
there's some,
injury for a player as well. They're looking at
yeah,
it. I think it looks like Vikram is supporting Zambia. Unfortunately, Zambia ended up losing that game in the previous match
yeah,
quite comfortably in the end. So again, Vikram's predictions going against him.
yeah. We had a very exciting and super game today. The first game was between uh, Zambia and Rwanda. For your information, guys, Zambia tried to defend this. It was very low score, to be honest, 114, but they took Rwanda until 18.5 overs. And we had most of our predictions come true in the previous game, Gokul. So let's see if it comes out today as well, for this game as well.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
the chat believes you,
so
Kritesh, because all of the predictions that you came up with ended up being accurate. I think you predicted that the game would end at 18.4 in the
and
12th
it
over or
ended
11th over, and it ended at
18.5.
18.5. So very close call there. Obviously, really promising innings from Nigeria so far. I think there's some issue with the ball. They're trying to have a look to arrange an alternative ball. I think they might have had a look at maybe getting another ball as well. So the the fourth official, came in a couple of times with new balls to see if that's useful. I think the players probably don't really want to stand in this hot Abuja weather in Nigeria. It's 34 degrees, Kritesh, with barely any wind. It is scorching hot, especially this time of the year. Everywhere else, not quite sure about you, but it is cold where I am living now. So I don't think they'd appreciate having to stand there in this heat for all this time.
It is cold in my place as well, Gokul. That is why I have my turtlenecks up.
So it's not a
And
fashion
it
choice.
is, yeah, it is not a fashion choice. It is out of cold. In my place, it is 13 degree. I'm not quite sure how much is the temperature in your place, Gokul. How much
It's
it is?
about 19, I think, if I'm not wrong. We have a look.
19. So they're definitely double the number of the temperature in Nigeria.
Yeah. Oh, you mean half the temperature of Nigeria? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Kritesh has
no, I
lost it,
mean,
guys.
they're.
He got
No, I
bamboozled by
said.
the replay as well today as well, guys. So just keep that in mind.
I think you just didn't listen to me properly, Gokul. I just said Nigeria, the temperature is double of what our temperature is here. So, yeah. I think you might want to read some comments, Gokul.
Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure. My science isn't as advanced as yours. Obviously, I didn't study science in university or school, but you did. So I think you're a bit more fitting person to answer that question. Just to let you guys know as well, obviously, this match is live on cricketlounge.tv. So if you want to click on the link that's pinned in the chat or in the description, you can watch the game for free on our website. It's also an
Yeah.
HD and ad free, so basically you guys don't really lose out on anything. If anything, you also get to watch it in the bestest of quality. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy that as well. And getting back into the cricket, I think we're finally
It has,
back in play
yeah.
after a little bit of a stop due to an issue with the ball. I think they've gotten a new ball now, so you would be hoping if you're a Sierra Leone player that the new ball can bring you new luck and you can utilize that to basically get a few wickets at
Also,
this
with
moment
a
in
new
time.
bowler, new bowlers coming into attack, it is Abbas Gabla. He took a wicket yesterday, so
Yeah,
maybe let's see if he is able to take another wicket today as well. Uh, there we go. First ball for Abbas Gabla. He's coming to bowl the last over of
that's
power play.
just a single there, Kritesh. So, pretty smart batting from Ajikun Daniel, not taking any
Yeah.
risks. New ball, he wants to see how it reacts. Just taking a single, getting off strike, and giving the strike back to the set Suleiman, who probably would want to take
I
Abbas
think it is
on.
going to be a very expensive over Gokul with
What makes you
Suleiman
say that?
being very set because Suleiman is really set
Yeah.
out there. We might be expecting him to going against
I
bowlers.
think it's the opposite
Obviously,
though,
it is
Kritesh.
against Abbas Kabla,
I feel like
the
he's
new
probably
ball.
got to the amount of runs they would have,
I think
aimed
as
at.
we speak, there is a wicket coming in
There
for
you
you
go.
guys. Suleiman's wicket,
I think it's a
very
run out,
crucial one.
Kritesh. Is it a run out or is it a catch? So
It's a
he's
catch.
chipped it to that fielder in backward square leg who ends up taking a pretty simple catch, straightforward catch. That's
I
better
think it is
from
Abubakar
Sierra Leone.
Kamara who took the catch,
Yeah,
if I'm not
Abubakar
wrong.
Kamara
Yeah, it is
obviously
Abubakar Kamara.
quality fielder. A lot of people questioned his physique yesterday. He shut them up very quickly with his batting performance, bowling performance, and then he's
Yeah,
taken a very good catch. And
very
all of a
crucial
sudden,
wicket,
they've
I would say.
lost both their openers who looked very settled in. So that could be a huge blow for them. And that's something that we need to keep in mind for future games as well, because these Nigerian batsmen tend to throw their wickets away a bit cheaply from time to time.
Yeah, this is what happens, Gokul. When you score runs, you seem pretty confident, and that confident makes you have a little bit of overconfidence and trying to go for riskier shots, especially being at the last over of power play. You want to take the maximum advantage of it, and ends up losing his wicket. And let's see who the new batter is coming into the crease. Who do you expect to come in, Gokul? I think it might be. I'm not quite sure who it is. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm expecting Cesan to come in. Oh,
Just
it's
waiting to get the confirmation of who it is.
Daniel Addy. Yeah, it is Daniel Addy, guys, who's coming. Isaac Dan Addy is another leading run scorer for Nigeria so far.
Yeah, so
He's
this,
averaging about 15 runs in this West Africa
yeah,
tournament, guys. So we might be expecting some great batting action from him.
there's two Dans now, Kritesh.
Mhm.
Dan
Yeah,
Laddie and Ajit Daniel. So two Dans. Let's
Daniels.
have a look to see if the Dans can dance on the Sierra Leone bowling lineup.
My
Obviously,
God, that's great commentary from Goku. You guys, you don't want to miss this. Even though if you have Cricket Launch TV open, please don't close YouTube. You need to keep us up. He's going to keep you guys entertaining for the entire game. Obviously, we're just getting it started and we have a long way to go.
yep.
He's energizing himself with a chai as well. Great bowling from Abbas Gabla to Dan. He's unable to dance from the first ball.
He's making Dan Laddie dance for him with his consistent line and length. So there you go, guys. A little bit of
Yeah.
wordplay for you as well, just to keep you guys entertained. It is the weekend. It is Friday. Hope everybody's mood is
So
up the same
you
way.
would also want to dance. You can join us
Exactly.
and let's all dance together.
Let's have a look at what the reply is from Daniel. He's moving around, ends up hitting it to the
Unable to
fielder.
dance again.
Yeah,
Unable
he's
to
trying to do a
dance
little
again.
bit too much. You could argue he's trying to make room
Yeah.
out of nothing, trying to play that ball on the leg side. 150. Kodtara asks Akash. I'm not quite sure if that is Kannada.
Yeah.
Apologies if it is not Kannada, but I thought it was Kannada initially. 150. I think yeah, definitely 150 is possible. Akash. I think he ended up deleting his comment as well. I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah.
I think 150 is definitely possible. They've gotten the start. The
Yeah.
projected score is 159 if they go at this rate. I think for the next few overs, they're probably going to be looking at just rotating strike, not losing any more wickets. But we saw it yesterday as well in that Nigerian innings. They have the capability to come and score runs later on in the innings. They scored 20 runs of that final over, if you remember, Kritesh. So there's a lot of quality players,
Yeah.
quality batsmen in this Nigerian lineup. And I'm sure that even if they lose a couple of wickets later on, as long as it's not under they're not under pressure to score runs, they will be able to come and put a good enough score. And if these two can get going now, I think even like a 180 isn't out of the question. I feel like there's
Definitely.
definitely a probability. Let's have a
As
look.
you were talking about, that's another wicket. Go, go. There we go.
So the
There we go.
dancing
Sierra
comes.
Leone.
The dancing comes to an
Sierra
end,
Leone doing
guys.
the dancing, Goku. Sierra Leone dancing now.
Yeah,
Great
it's
bowling
just
attack from Abbas Gabla. I
really
just told you,
poor
he's the
batting
wicket
though.
taker.
Daniel,
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there. Almost trying to play like a hook shot. Didn't get underneath the ball the way he would have wanted to. And he ends up getting out. Akash asks, tell me about the bowling lineup of the Sierra Leone team.
So
Honestly,
for
Akash,
Sierra Leone, they've
yesterday, if
got
you tuned in for the
yeah.
game, you would have seen they were defending a very, very small target, and they did incredibly well. They took the game to the 11th over, if I remember correctly. So they have a lot of quality bowlers, and nobody, you could imagine is better than than Abbas Gabla. Quality bowler, line and length specialist, and he's already got 2 wickets in his first over, only giving away 2 runs. So quality bowling lineup. We have to keep in mind bowlers like Abu Bakar as well, who can chip in with the ball, who's again very handy, who has a lot of cutter options, taking the pace of the ball. So I feel like they have a really good bowling option, and obviously I'm going to pass it over to our inside specialist Kritesh, who can give you a lot more detailed info about the bowling lineup of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Gokul, Abbas Gabla is one of the leading wicket taker for Sierra Leone so far, and they've also got Abu Bakar Kamara, who is very economical, and he took 2 wickets yesterday. So he bowled an over already, and I think he's been pretty economical today as well. So with
Yeah.
these two, they might be very economical, and the wickets might be coming from these two bowlers.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it just depends on how many of those key bowlers in their team get the opportunity. Like Abbas has to, put some pressure on the batsman and take wickets. Wickets are the key for Sierra Leone. They were very expensive in the power play, and they've gotten off to a great start. With the ball towards the end of the power play, getting those 3 wickets. So I think they're in a position now where if they can keep chipping, wickets here and there, they can put Nigerian batsmen under some real pressure. Okpe,
Yeah.
new batsman in. Okpe Sylvester, really handy right arm spin option as well. I'm sure you'll see a lot of him in the second over. And I think it is Abu Bakar who's in for his second over as well. So we could see maybe another wicket. I think to say under 130 is a bit too extreme. The only reason being
Yeah.
they do really bat deep. This Nigerian team, they scored 20 runs in the previous innings in the last over when they were struggling, and I think they ended up getting to that 135 mark as well. So I think 135 against a Zambian team who were bowling really well versus a Sierra Leone team who probably are not as good as that Zambian team when it comes to their overall cricketing capabilities. I think maybe 145 is a more fair judgment based on where we are. Raizut Sumit
Oh, we
has,
have
hey two brothers,
Rise
what's
with
up?
Sumit.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Raizut Sumit.
Thanks for joining
Happy
us
that you're
again.
joining us again for this match as well. I think Pyro said SL bowlers are top, but batting is poor, and I have to agree with Pyro on that. I think from a batting perspective, they've struggled quite a lot. We saw that yesterday. But they do have some really quality bowlers, and obviously Abu Bakar being one of them as well. Let's have a look to see what he can do in his second over. What are your thoughts, Sumit? Who are you backing in this game, and what is the reason why you're backing that team?
Uh, oh my God, that's a bad fielding effort from Sierra Leone player, but
Yeah,
they end up going for 2 runs, hitting it to the long off. Let's see. Come on, guys, give us your predictions for this game. I know it is pretty one-sided from the looks. Nigeria, they are dominating with the win predictions as well, 95%. The way these two are scoring, initially the openers looked pretty confident, but having lost the openers, these two, the middle orders, are also pretty solid in Nigerian batting lineup. So we might be expecting a score closer to 150, as you mentioned, Gokul. Under 130 is not what we are expecting. If they manage to take more wickets, Sierra Leone, then
yeah,
130 could be possible. But
definitely.
until then,
But I think
where.
again, Kritesh, do you think because obviously Nigeria they tend to have this ability to save their batsmen almost to the end so that they
Mhm.
don't run out of batsmen. So they'll send maybe a couple of players in between just to see some
Mhm.
of the Sierra Leone bowlers off so that they don't end up losing
Yeah.
more wickets. And I think that tactic worked for them yesterday. They scored 20 runs in that final over. There's another boundary there for Okpe Sylvester. We know some of these Nigerian batsmen are very, very dangerous. They are capable of scoring runs and capable of scoring runs very quickly as well. So I think it will be important for Nigeria to make sure that they play with their intent, they keep going, strong. And I feel like if they're able to do that, sure, why not take the risks and get off to a better start than trying to do what
I think the mindset for Nigerian batters is that even though they lose wickets, they want to get the runs as soon as possible. So
Yeah,
if they get to easily 100 runs, 100 plus runs, then
yeah.
they can defend that very comfortably with the Sierra Leone's batting lineup
Yeah,
not
so
being that
Rise
great.
Sumit asks,
Yeah.
where can you watch this game live? So I've just put a link in the chat there, Sumit, for you to click on. So it says watch this game live for free on cricketlaunch.tv. So if you just click on that link, it'll take you to our website where you can watch this game live. We also cover a lot of the cricket in the Middle East region. So currently we're covering the Falcons Champions Trophy, all three divisions on our website as well. It's fully free. You don't have to make an account. There's no ads on there either, so you should be able to watch it straight away. And yeah, it's the fastest source for a stream in the world for all of the competitions that we cover. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy that as well. Muhammad says, B20 में कितना कर गए? So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Muhammad. I think you're asking how many runs we think they'll score in the 20 overs. I personally think you're looking at 145. What do you think, Ritesh?
Yeah, definitely. I think it is going to be closer to 150, more than 145, closer to 150, I would say. Even though they lost three wickets, Sylvester Ogpe and Danladi Isaac, these two are no less than the openers.
Yeah.
They are very comfortable scoring runs, and if these two try building a partnership, then easily the score of 150 is achievable, and I think it could be even more than that.
Yeah, potentially, I guess.
We need to consider that Sierra Leone are bringing their top bowlers earlier on, Abu
Yeah.
Bakar Kamara and Abbas Gabla. And if these guys are able to score against them, then you can't imagine how comfortable they might bowling it to Sylvester Okpe.
Off the back foot, but straight to the fielder. So it's just going to be
Yeah, no
that
run.
dot ball. So they don't really lose out on bowling a bit wayward. He could have obviously gone a bit more aerial there, Sylvester, with the field in the 30-yard circle, no cover in the offside, that square. So they potentially could have gone for a bigger shot, maybe gotten rewarded with a boundary. Rise with Sumit says, hey, join me in the stream. So just as I said in the previous stream, Sumit, unfortunately we don't have the ability to get other people to join the stream quite yet. It is something that we're looking into. So hopefully in a few weeks time we should have the stream set up in a way in which we might be able to let people join in and give us their opinions, on the stream itself. But we're just waiting to see if that's something that we can arrange, because obviously you're looking at connectivity issues and stuff like that as well. So we want to make sure that there's no lag or delay in the stream when we add more people to the call. So that's something that we're trying to figure out a way in which to do. Again, Akash says
Akash
160.
says 160.
Yeah, I think there's
I
a
think
few
it has to do.
155s, 160s.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. He chose 130 as his first prediction, and then he
Yeah.
went to 160. Akash, to be frank, I think it is somewhere in between
Yeah.
what we expect. Somewhere closer to 145 to 150.
Good
That
shot
is our
from
predictions for
Sylvester.
you, Akash.
But I think
Yeah.
there's a
Great
there's
shot to the extra
there's
deep
one
cover.
a bit crazy prediction there. Pyro's is 175, so I'm not quite sure. But at the same time, Pyro has been getting a lot of these predictions in this competition correct. He struggled with getting a lot correct in Kuwait, but he was getting a lot of these predictions correct in the African games so far. Akash says 160 will beat. So are you saying that they'll go over 160 there, Akash? Because they might. You never know. There's a lot of
Yeah.
quality in this Nigerian team, and they're batting very sensibly now. Is Isaac and Sylvester. Obviously, Isaac came to bat before Sylvester, not facing a lot of balls, so probably wants to make sure that he doesn't do anything rash. Trying to score runs. It's never nice when you're a batsman and you're standing there in the crease, but you don't really get to face a lot of balls. So I think that's something else that he probably would want to keep in his mind as well. Santosh Kumar says, brother, chancing will win, don't worry. Again, I think you mean
Oh,
chasing.
I think he's just supporting for the chasing.
Yeah.
We are not quite sure
I
with that
wouldn't
Santosh
really
Kumar because
believe that though, because as you can see, the win predictions for Sierra Leone, who's going to be the chasing team, is just 4%.
it's gone down to 4%.
And this is the same team yesterday that got all out for 47 runs.
Yeah, 47 runs.
Again, against the Rwanda team, not Rwanda. Did they play Rwanda? I think they
Yeah.
did play Rwanda. Yeah, they got all out for 47 runs. they're going to be facing probably tournament favorites Nigeria. I don't see that happening. I genuinely can't see the chasing team win this. I think nobody can because the predictions all around, wherever I checked, pre-match as well, was heavily in Nigeria's favor, and I think that's logical. That makes sense unless something crazy happens, which obviously you never know can happen, could happen. But if you don't look
Yeah.
at possibilities and if you look at probabilities, you'll know that Nigeria are definitely the stronger team. Santosh Kumar says yes, but they will still they can still win if they play sensitive cricket.
Sensitive cricket.
Again,
I think even if they play sensitive cricket, Santosh Kumar, the bowling attack from Nigeria has been outstanding, especially with Prosper Hussaini. I don't think
yeah,
Sierra Leone batsmen have the capability to take against Prosper Hussaini.
yeah. I
He
think
might be the leading wicket taker
I
if you
think
want
what you
to.
said there is obviously very important. If they keep them under 130, there is a chance. I don't think it's a
Yeah,
good chance. I think there is a chance. But you need to
chance,
remember
yes.
there's so many batsmen left to come. Yesterday we saw Okasha could bat for the Nigerian team. Isaac Okpe, capable batsman, batting all rounder, a proper genuine batting all rounder. He's yet to come, so there's still a lot of batting to come. Hussaini, Prosper Hussaini, you said how dangerous he is with the ball. He can also
Yeah.
whack the ball a long way. So there's a lot of quality batting left in this Nigerian
Mhm.
team, and from a batting perspective for Sierra Leone,
Mhm.
a lot of that effort is on their captain Lamin. Yesterday we saw he wasn't really able to get off to a good
Yeah.
start. Raymond Cocker, their top scorer yesterday, he scored 20 runs, Kritesh, yesterday,
Yeah.
and they still only got to 47. So the 9 other
He was
batsmen in that
the
team scored a
unable
combined
to score
total of
the 20 plus
17
runs.
with extras. You need to remember that with
Yeah.
extras. So with extras, they score 17 runs. So I cannot back a team where 9 batsmen can't score more than 20 runs, right? In a game, I think that's just unbearably poor
Oh, that's a
batting.
great bowling from Raymond Cocker.
Yeah,
As we were talking about him, he comes to deliver
yeah.
great bowling.
But
We
we
saw
did say
him
that
yesterday
yesterday.
come
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
very first
his
over.
left arm spin is very tricky, right? He takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
deliver the ball. As a batsman, you're almost waiting quite a long time for him to bowl, and he doesn't bowl at a lot of pace. He doesn't have a lot of arm balls.
Mhm.
He does like to float the ball, almost entice you into playing the shot in your front foot. Um, yeah, but you said it won't be a repeat anytime. But you're looking at
Yeah.
it's like, for example, let's say if Bangladesh and Sri Lanka play, let's say Sri Lanka are a bit more of a favorites there, and Bangladesh struggle to bat against Sri Lanka. Would you expect them to do a better job when they're playing India next? You could say probably 1 in 1,000 times they might actually beat India, but based off stats, based off numbers, based off performances and form, you will obviously back India, right? And in a similar sense, Nigeria is like India at this point. They're tournament favorites, and they're tournament favorites for a reason because they bat really deep and they bowl really, really well. They have so many quality, tall, quick, fast bowlers, and I feel like that's going to be the difference in the end of the day. Okpe Sylvester getting another boundary there, Kritesh, relieving that pressure as well for runs.
Mhm.
They're still going at a decent, healthy rate. Nothing
Yeah.
too crazy, and the fielding from Sierra Leone a bit sloppy today. Stats don't make a great players. It's about winning the match. I agree with you on that, but if you
And
look at
he's also
somebody,
telling that I'm telling you it is Sierra Leone match fixing. I'm sensing it. If you think it is an international level cricket and you don't see match fixing in this level,
no, but why
so
do you
I
think
think maybe
it's
you just
if it's Sierra Leone match fixing? Why would you then support a team that's fixing matches? It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
You're being paradoxical there. But again, let's see. Again, we never know. He could be right. Sierra Leone might end up winning the game.
Yeah.
We'll have to just wait and see. Um, you didn't say match fixing.
I'm not quite sure. Uh, I'm not quite sure then what you meant with the term match fix. I am sensing it. Just fix.
Oh, okay. As in, like
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Apologies,
understood.
apologies, Santosh. You meant
So
that
he's
he's
just
fixed his
still
opinion
thinking
on
that.
Sierra Leone.
Okay, okay. Sorry about that, Santosh Kumar. We can see what they can do. As you're telling that it won't repeat every time. They can't be scoring very low every time. Obviously, they're playing against Nigeria, who are better than anybody in this particular tournament so far. If you think Sierra Leone, then let's just hope the Sierra Leone bowlers are able to keep the runs very low, and it'll be easy for them to chase in that case.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something that we need to consider. He is backing Sierra Leone, and I'm sure he has his reasons. Like I feel like a lot of people probably would have reasons to back Sierra Leone. I actually really like Sierra Leone. I think it's a really good team. It's a young country in a cricketing term. They haven't really had a lot of experience playing international cricket, and I feel like eventually, with the amount of exposure that they're getting now, playing in all of these competitions within Africa, in a few years' time, you can see them grow as an associate nation, possibly playing some ICC tournaments as well. In the Middle East region, you saw Oman, getting into that position. You've seen UAE grow in cricket. We've also seen, countries in East Asia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, Thailand for women's cricket. Everybody
I
laughed
think
at them when they
he is
started.
agreeing to you, Gokul. He's saying that we need to be supporting underdogs so that the
Yeah.
cricket will grow in their
Again, I,
country.
I definitely
Obviously, we support
agree.
to that.
Italy has, I mean, Italy's case is a bit different though, because obviously their approach wasn't to really grow cricket within. There you go, it's another wicket. So Mohammad Turai getting a
Very
key breakthrough
true.
of Okpe Sylvester, just playing down the wrong line. There's a lot of dance moves coming out as well, Kritesh. So I think they
Gokul, as you
realized
were mentioning about the dance earlier on in the innings, they heard that we
exactly.
are expecting Nigeria to do
There you
dance.
go,
They're proving
Santosh
us
Kumar.
wrong.
Hope you're happy with that wicket, because I think they're dancing for you because you were backing them. Hopefully, you're watching the game live so that you can see the dance performances. But again, I agree because obviously it's always nice when you see a young and upcoming team. I remember watching Afghanistan at the international level, almost bursting onto the scene. Nobody really backed them because of a lot of different reasons, some political outside cricket reasons as well, maybe, I don't know. But they've come up to being this exciting team to watch, quality players, and a lot of international talent coming from Afghanistan. And in a similar sense, we've seen teams all across the African continent as well. Namibia over the last 10 years or so making leaps and strides, getting into international ICC competitions as well. So fair play. Sierra Leone could be one of those teams who could step up and say, you know what, we are here and we're here to compete, and there we go. That's the
He is
proof
very
that
happy to see that the has gone from 4 to 7, and he's hoping for it to go higher throughout
Akash
the
has
match.
jumped from
Hopefully,
160
Gokul.
back down to
Under
120, Kritesh.
120,
What are your thoughts
I
on that?
don't think 120. It's still very low score for Nigeria at this point. They've played only 9 overs. They've scored 64 runs.
Yeah.
As we know, in a T20 cricket format, the intent will go as we go towards the end of the innings. So maybe after 14th over, the intent might increase. And the way they're playing now, they're scoring only 5 or 6 run odd in every over, and that might continue for next 2 or 3 overs with the
Oh,
wicket coming in
apologies,
now.
Santosh Kumar. I got it wrong there. My bad. Apologies. Do you think it's easier if you just call you Santosh? Is Santosh your name? Is it
How
really?
about you feel comfortable to be called?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just stick with Santosh, or if you
Yeah, I think
want us
that'll
to
be
call
easier.
Kumari,
Because I feel
yeah.
like because of all of
Uh,
the extra things in like the names, yeah, that's better. I'll just say Santosh then. No, the thing is obviously because everybody has like random numbers and stuff assigned to them
Different
on the
names,
YouTube
yeah.
account. I just miss out on, numbers and letters from time to
Some
time.
letters,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I feel like that's fair.
We saw bowling from Muhammad Toure yesterday. He was the very expensive bowler they
Yeah,
had. So I'm not quite sure why they would bring him in again. If I am Sierra Leone, I would want to bring my top bowlers, try to keep the pressure on,
yeah.
take the wickets if possible. I would have given bowling
But
to
it's worked
Abbas
out for
Gabla
him,
again,
Kritesh.
Gokul.
He's gotten a wicket though, so you can't really blame him. And
Yeah,
he's only given away 2 runs so far. So
that is true.
I think there's still the likelihood of it being a pretty good over or pretty good spell from Mohammad Toure. Again, they probably want singles at this point. Who's your favorite player in cricket? Let me know how your cricket knowledge is. In what sense? International cricket, this competition, just a player that I really like to watch. Because when I was a kid, one of my favorite players to watch was Brendan McCullum. I absolutely love McCullum, the way he was aggressive even against incredibly tall, fast, quick bowlers. He was never afraid, so I really liked that aspect of him. So I was a massive McCullum fan. As there we go, that's another boundary, and that's a pressure releasing boundary from
As we speak, that's another
Dunlody.
boundary.
Um,
We have another prediction question from Akash Gopal.
yeah.
Still, they can beat 150 or not? Uh,
150 is still
I would say
possible,
it
but I
is,
think a
yeah,
realistic target for them right now is probably around 140 to
130
145.
or 145.
I think
Yeah,
150
I
maybe a
was
little bit too
expecting.
much. It's on the higher end of my prediction.
Yeah, I'm expecting somewhere closer to higher end of 130, Gokul, maybe 130 or closer to 140 maybe,
Yeah,
because we need to consider they've lost 4 wickets and Sierra Leone they've got 4 more overs from the top two bowlers, Abbas Gabla and Kamara as well.
yeah,
So in that case, if these two bowlers can control the 4 overs they've got, giving away 5 runs each, let's consider, then it is going to be 20 runs from them. Then in that case, it is closer to 190, and then 6 overs left.
yeah.
Then 6 over, even if you go with like a 7 run prediction, I think we are going to be closer to 140.
Yeah, I think 140,
Yeah.
145 is more realistic, and anything above or below that, a little bit more uh, luck based, I have to say. Again, just getting back to
Yeah.
that question from Santosh Kumari, my favorite player to watch as a batsman probably would have been Brendan McCullum. I really loved Brendan McCullum. As a bowler, I was always a massive fan of Mitchell Johnson. I was a left arm medium pacer while I was growing up as a kid, and then I transformed slowly into a left arm spin bowler. But when I was growing up, I always wanted to be like Mitchell Johnson, very intimidating bowler. And then I ended up coming as an all rounder. Who probably would I say as an all rounder I idolized? He says ABD as a bat. Obviously, you can never go wrong with ABD. Absolute clutch batsman. Insane quality player. Actual like genuine athlete. Probably one of the best athletes in the world. Shane Bond, underrated bowling option from New Zealand, and all rounder. He says Andrew Simmons or Lance Klusner. I think. I actually really like Shane Bond as well. Who would I go as my all-round pick? Obviously, I really liked Jadeja, but that was a little bit, towards my upper teen years where I was a Jadeja fan. I think I really like JP Domini for South Africa. I feel like he was such a versatile player, quality fielder, good batsman, good chip in with the ball, but he's not a genuine all-rounder though. He's more like a part-time spin option that was used by South Africa. I'm trying to think who would I say was probably my favorite all-rounder of all time. Who was your favorite player, Kritesh, growing up?
My favorite player.
Hmm.
Uh, it might be very much oversaturated, but I would go with Dhoni. All-time favorite. I'm a CSK fan as well, so
So there you
I don't
go.
want to change the
A
name.
lot
It's
of
always
biased
Dhoni.
support there. I think a lot of people probably really like. You know what? I think my
Want to go with
favorite
Dhoni
all
fan.
rounder to watch was Jack Callis, because he was just so good at everything that he did. You know, insanely good bowler, insanely good batsman, and I used to watch a lot of red ball cricket growing up, and
I think the hatred towards Dhoni is because he is continuing his career in CSK. He doesn't want to retire. That is the only way
oh, sometimes
I
you
can see the
can't
hatred
blame
coming in.
Dhoni. He's probably one of the greatest captains of all time in cricket. Won
Yeah.
everything under the sun. So you can never really go wrong with Dhoni as a prediction. There's not a prediction for either.
Uh, we are coming out of the break, guys. Let's see if it is going to be advantage for Sierra Leone, or let's say Nigeria can
Santosh
do
says
something out of it.
JP was all round.
It's
I actually think
no run
JP
out of it.
JP was really
Raymond Cocker coming back into attack, Gokul,
yeah.
leading wicket taker so far. One of the top wicket takers in Sierra Leone's lineup. Let's see if he's able to take some wickets. I think Gokul, you have gone on mute. We're unable to hear you.
Apologies there, Kritesh. I was talking, but I think my mic was muted. I think I've realized why Santosh is unhappy with Dhoni. He said the greatest captain who lost India a semi-final against New Zealand, and I hear this a lot. Again, A lot of people say India lost that semi-final because of Dhoni, right? And I understand why, because obviously he didn't dive and then ends up getting run out. He was, I think, it was in Old Trafford in Manchester. And again, I'm not quite sure if you know, Kritesh. I ended up watching the India in India England Test
Yeah.
match in Manchester earlier in the year. And while I was there, I spoke to a few supporters from England, and I was just asking them, because a lot of Indian fans obviously say this about the semi-final and how Dhoni basically ended up being the reason why India lost. And surprisingly, the only people who have ever actually blamed Dhoni for that loss are other Indian supporters. I've never heard anybody who's non-Indian who actually said anything bad about Dhoni in that game, at least. And when I asked them why they think that it wasn't Dhoni's fault, and they basically just told me this: all you need to do is look at that top three of the Indian team on the day, right? If I'm just getting the scoreboard up now. I know it's not this game, but I'm just getting the scoreboard up now. KL Rahul, it's a semi-final. India were in top form. I think Rohit Sharma was scoring centuries left, right, and center. KL Rahul 1 of 7, Rohit Sharma 1 of 4, Virat Kohli 1 of 6. Three incredibly talented batsmen, the pillars of modern Indian cricket, you could say. Combined score of 3 runs in a World Cup semi-final. Rishabh Pant came, he had a small cameo, 32 of 56. He was batting very slow, almost a strike rate of, it was a strike rate less of, south of 60. Dinesh Karthik, 6 runs of 25 balls, right? Very slow in his innings as well. Hardik Pandya, 32 of 62, again, strike rate of about 50. He's known as like a clinical finisher almost. Does really well in the IPL. And then Dhoni comes out to bat down the order. Again, I think he was already in his late 30s at this point. 50 of 72 at a strike rate of 70. So he had a better strike rate than basically everybody else that I mentioned so far. That includes KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, and Hardik Pandya. Scored more runs than all of them individually, and almost got to the score that they all scored combined. And the only person who scored more runs than him was Jadeja, who obviously was probably the reason why India ended up getting close to actually maybe even winning the game. He scored 77 of 59 and at a strike rate of 130. So except for Jadeja and
Sorry
Dhoni,
to cut you, Gokul. We'll go
yeah,
with the conversation again. We have Akash prediction of 150 for this game.
yeah.
Just to let you know, guys, coming out of 11th over, the score now was 73 for 4. Dalandi Isaac at 9 runs after facing 12 deliveries, and Vincent, the new batter, having scored only 3 runs. It is Mohammad Ture. I think it is Raymond coming back into bowling attack. So let's see if they're able to
Yeah,
control Nigeria's batting and control
yeah.
the scoring within 140 or 130, so that it might be a pretty decent chase from Sierra Leone if they can do it. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube, please click on the link which is pinned in the comment section. It will take you to Cricket Launch TV, where you get to watch this game for free. No ads, no interruptions, just drama and pure cricket.
A lot of
Yeah.
aggressive batting yet to come from Nigeria, and I think I'm very excited to see that as well. He says, legends don't make a losing team ugly. At least try to make a good try while losing. I mean, I think that's a good try. He scored a 50 of 72 balls. I understand what you're talking about the strike rate, but he had a better strike rate than everybody else in the team except for Jadeja. And why would he go at that crazy strike rate when Jadeja was going 130? Again, I just don't understand the unfortunate circumstance that he was in as well. I feel there was a lot of pressure on him. He tried his best, and there's also like a statistics, I think, Kritesh, that you'd be very excited to hear. In the 50 games or so that Dhoni has batted in ODI cricket, when he stayed not out at the end of the innings, India has won 48 of them. They've only lost one and they drew one. So from a
There we go,
statistical point of
there we
view,
go, Santosh.
I think it's very unfair to say that a batsman, one innings is the reason why he's not really a great player. Because if that's the case, then you could argue that Kohli getting one, or Rohit Sharma getting one, or KL Rahul getting one in a World Cup semi-final is enough to judge them and say that they were unsuccessful. I'm just saying that's a bit harsh. But just getting back into, there's another inside edge. Mohammad Ture could have had another wicket there, Kritesh. How different is Mohammad Ture today from yesterday? Do you think there's some words
Yeah, definitely.
of wisdom from his coach yesterday?
Yeah, as Santosh earlier mentioned that it won't repeat every day from every player. We see that Mohammad Toure, he was very expensive option. As we were talking how expensive he was,
Yeah, he
he
got a
goes for a
wicket.
six.
Exactly.
No, he goes for a six there. The fielder unable to go for it. He couldn't reach it, but there was a
Apologies, my
six.
screen was a bit
Uh,
behind. I'll have to just refresh that.
but it's fine. He has given 20 runs. This is what I was talking about. He's very expensive option, but he took the wicket in the previous over. I don't think they might be continuing with Mohammad Toure going on with the innings because obviously giving away 20 runs when they are almost 4 wickets down is not very ideal. They need to control the run scoring from Nigeria, and we have seen that. Especially Chenorba, he is also very
Yeah,
expensive. So we have William who came into bowling. He was very expensive. It is only Abbas Gabla and Raymond Cocker keeping the bowling very economical and also taking wickets. I think they didn't take any wickets. It's just Abbas Gabla who took 2 wickets, but Raymond Cocker had to take one.
yeah,
We might be expecting it is Raymond Cocker coming back into attack. He had kept the first 2 overs under 3.5 runs. So that is the level you should be expecting from a Sierra Leone team's perspective, I would say.
yeah, definitely.
If you're a Sierra Leone fan, you're very happy with the performance from Raymond Cocker and Abbas Gabla. And the other bowlers are not keeping up to the mark with these two keeping it very controlling. We saw how good they were with the fielding yesterday, but today I haven't seen that level of fielding so far, Gokul. Uh, I think it is Nigerian batters who put pressure earlier on in the innings, scoring so many runs.
Yeah,
They scored
definitely.
44 runs, 40 plus, I think, closer to 50 coming out of power play. And we saw the wickets after power play and the scoring intent had gone down completely. You won't believe they've scored only 4 runs, say 40 runs coming out of power play. Very less. It should be more than that. And I think we might see the increase in intent after maybe 2 or 3 overs, going towards the last few overs. That is what we saw in the previous game as well.
Yeah,
Last three
definitely.
overs
I think the
went
last three
for
overs for
very high
Nigeria were
scoring.
obviously very important. He is obviously like this Nigerian team is obviously going to look at playing with a lot of intent, try to get to a as big a total as possible, just so that they can have that little bit more of a breather. Obviously,
Yeah.
140 probably still what they need if they want to have a like a considerably strong score. Danladi Isaac probably needs to start get going as well, but it's very hard to do that against a bowler like Raymond Cocker. Very consistent line and length, bowls outside the offside, a potential drop catch there. I'm not quite sure, and maybe a run out as well. There's an appeal from the keeper. They might go upstairs. I'm just trying to have a look to see what they say.
I don't think they have the option of going upstairs here, Gokul. It is just has to do with the on-field umpire,
Yeah.
and the decision is that he's convinced it is not out. A bit of I thought initially it was a sledging between umpire and sorry, the wicketkeeper and batsman, but
Yeah,
they're
I think
just
it's just
having fun.
they're just having some
Yeah,
casual banter between the two
conversation.
of them because obviously the keeper was convinced that he got him run out, but I think he was safe. I think the dive saved him there, so I think that should be fine. I think that's a pretty decent over again from Raymond Cocker that's about to come to an end. 87 for four guys after the 13th over. Isaac on 12 and Vincent on 13. So a lot of work left for them to do today. Again,
Great bowling from Raymond Cocker again,
yeah.
keeping it under
I
three
think he said that
economy.
yesterday as well. He
So
was
yeah.
just so good yesterday, Kritish, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. The key bowlers to watch out for in Sierra Leone's team is Abbas Gabla and Raymond Cocker. And Raymond Cocker is not just a bowler, he's an all-rounder. He's capable of batting as well. We might be expecting great batting from Raymond Cocker, whereas I don't think Abbas Gabla is great with bat. He's the best bowling option they've got. I think if they bring Abbas Gabla now, it might put some more pressure. Obviously, he has got only 2 more overs left, and they would want to keep him for the death. But I think it is better they bring him earlier on and try taking maybe 1 wicket. That might put some more pressure on Nigeria.
Yeah, I think at this point they probably should be aiming at least 140. I think the predicted score is at 134 with the current strike rate, but sorry, the current run rate. But I feel like that's definitely just going to start climbing once they start playing with a little bit more intent. Maybe their goal should be to not lose
Yeah.
another wicket for the next couple of overs, and I think once they're able to, do that, it should be fine. They should be able to do it, don't you think, Kritish?
Well, that's a very bad delivery from the bowler.
Yeah. It's not what you want to do
Wow.
in your
Yeah.
first ball to get off, to a good start. You want to be
It's
economical and you don't want to give away any unnecessary runs.
it's a new bowler coming into attack. It is John Lasayo. He's taken a wide on the
I
very
think
first ball.
yesterday as well, we did see Lazaya go for runs and he's gone for
Another
a
four.
four as well. So all of a sudden, it does look like Sierra Leone are almost trying to give free runs to
Away runs.
Nigeria. Wide ball first ball, boundary second ball. So
Mhm.
it is not ideal for these players to be giving away runs so cheaply. The last thing you want is to make sure that you're not
I
giving away
think
runs.
if I am Sierra Leone captain, I would try to bring Abbas Gabla and finish off his spell for the next 2 overs, and also bring in Raymond Cocker. So especially for the next 3 overs, they try to control them, try taking maybe one or two wickets.
That's another
Uh,
boundary, Kritesh.
they
So
might
back to back
as we
boundaries.
speak another boundary.
So this is an incredible batting performance from Vincent. He gets to 21 of just 15. He is not here to waste any time.
Yeah.
It's not 21. Apologies. It was.
So
Uh,
it was not a four. I think it was a replay, Gokul. I think you got again. You
no, I
got
just
cheated
saw the
again by the
umpire
replay.
show the boundary. I think the stream
Yeah.
refreshed there, but I
Yeah.
think again it's not really a problem. It's another wide though.
But
So
it's a wide.
exactly. So
This is not
seven
what you
runs
want
of
to
just a
see.
two balls so far, Kritesh. What do you make of that?
This is why you don't want to experiment with new bowlers,
Yeah.
especially going towards the end of the innings.
Yeah.
You might as well bring in the best bowler, Abbas Gabla and Raymond Cocker, and finish them off with a spell before 17th over. I know it is going to be leaving out with the other bowling options for the last 3 overs, but I don't mind if they take wickets in these 3 overs. So it might put some pressure also, control the scoring, and you don't mind giving away a few runs in the last 3 overs. I don't think they might be scoring runs if it is tailenders being exposed. But John Lasayo, not great option,
Yeah, it's just been
not
giving
great
runs away
thinking from his
freely
captain.
so far. Four balls, he's already given away 9 runs. It's the last thing you want when you're trying to make sure that you limit how much runs Nigeria is able to score.
Yeah.
I think at
On
this
the
point,
yeah.
their entire goal should be to be a little bit more pragmatic with their approach and how they score. If you're Nigeria, maybe try to put pressure on the bowlers. Try to run, very hard for your singles. Potentially try to put some pressure so that you can get two as well. And I think this is good. That's the kind of running that you
Yes,
want.
that is something you mentioned, Gokul. We did not see today. Yesterday, we saw how good they were between the wickets. We saw them going for a lot of singles and doubles. But today, the running between wickets hasn't been that great. They're trying to score from boundaries. We did not see a lot of twos. Yesterday, it was like almost every over, you might be expecting 2 runs in every over. But today, it's been a lot of singles. Uh, it's a great shot from him. Good effort from the fielder, keeping it just for single. Yeah, just single from him in the last over. I think so. So in the last delivery of this over, he has given away 11 runs so far. End of 14th over, the score is 98 for 4. Isaac Dalandi 14 runs after 21 balls being faced. Vincent 20 runs scored after 17 balls. Obviously, Vincent is the one doing the scoring. Very aggressive out of these two. Isaac has been more conservative. Uh, let's see if they do continue with the same role, or let's see if they both increase the intent and go for it. I think after 14th over, you don't want to be playing conservative, especially in T20 cricket. At least I think one of them will go aggressive, and after maybe 1 or 2 overs, we might expect aggressive batting from both the batters if they want to put up great total.
Yeah.
At this point, I think 150 is maybe possible, Gokul, more than 140 easily.
Yeah, I think if they don't lose any more wickets, that definitely will be possible. And if that happens, I think it's going to be really hard for Sierra Leone to do it, and I think
Yeah.
that winning percentage is slowly, creeping back down to 2% now. Let's have a look to see if Raymond Koch can bring some of his magic with that left arm spin. He does not do
Doesn't
that. He
work
gets. I think he's
out
going for
very
two.
well.
They're going to go for two, I think,
Yeah.
by the looks of it. So it's going to be two comfortable runs at the end of the day for these batsmen, and obviously how important it is for Nigeria to keep running hard for all of these balls, Kritesh, because obviously we know
Yeah.
from the previous game as well, taking those singles in this middle over period makes it easier towards the end of the game.
Great
Um,
shot from him, but
his
ends up
fielder
being
there,
just a single.
yeah,
Yeah, great batting effort.
definitely.
As we mentioned, Vincent is the man who's going very aggressive, and Daland is just trying to be very
But
conservative.
that's smart
That is
though. You
what,
don't need two
yeah,
people to go aggressive. But at the same time, I think Dunladi has to at least try to score a run every ball. He cannot afford to be this slow. He's scored 14 of 22. Kritesh. I think considering the way everybody else in his team has batted, how quickly they've scored runs, he should not be the one to let them down by scoring at a slow run rate. Again,
Gokul, as you were talking, there comes a wicket. I think that is Isaac Dunladi. As you mentioned, when there is one batter going aggressive, there is
yeah.
no need for you to go aggressive as well. But it is the pressure being built up on Isaac
Oh,
Dunladi,
as a
scoring only 14
Gabru
runs out.
celebration from the Sierra Leone fielder, Shikhar Dhawan celebration comes out. I think there's a lot of Shikhar Dhawan fans in Sierra Leone by the looks of it because of that celebration. I'm sure he's going to be happy again. You guys might remember seeing that celebration from David Warner as well in the IPL. The Gabru celebration coming out, and that's another wicket for Nigeria. Dunladi getting out for 14 of 23. But to be fair, Kritesh, I think that's exactly what you would have hoped for if you are Nigeria. Get Dunladi out, get somebody with a higher strike rate in. Maybe
Yeah.
Isaac Okpe, I would presume, could come in and do the job for his team. And if that happens, we might be looking at an even bigger score. So this might be one of those very rare instances where a wicket actually works in the favor of the batting team. Again, that's not to make fun of the efforts from Dunladi. He did his job. He saw through a lot of those difficult overs in the middle period. And Cocker getting rewarded only 12 runs so far, Kritesh. He's got two balls to finish his 4 over quota. He's only
Yeah.
given away 12 runs and he's gotten a wicket as well. But we know Isaac Okpe, pure-blooded hitter, batting
Yeah, definitely.
all-rounder. I
As you
probably think
mentioned,
he's in for maybe about
Gokul,
25 runs.
easily. I think yesterday he was the man who came in towards the end, scored 35 runs of just 19 balls. He's definitely capable of scoring runs. As you mentioned, you as a Nigeria player and Nigeria fan, you wanted that Isaac Dunladi's wicket to bring Isaac Okpe in order for them to score some runs. Google. I think the projected score on the screen says 138, and on a run prediction it says about 146.
Yeah.
And I think it is
Somewhere in
going to be
between.
close to 146. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's going to be 146 with these two.
Yeah.
Vincent being aggressive, and they bring in one of their best batters who can be very
Yeah.
aggressive. So it
I
is
think we
two
covered it
aggressive
early
batters
on. I
out there.
think pre-match and then during that power play period as well, didn't we say, Kritesh? I think 145. A lot of people saying 150, 160 as well in the chat at one point.
We said we had Akash who had a prediction of 130, and then he
Yeah.
came back with a prediction of 160.
Yeah.
So we said him that it is going to be somewhere in between, and it is going to be more like 144 or 145. And that is what we are looking at, guys, right now. The way these players have been playing, and we have their two best bats out there. If these two get settled within an over, we might be expecting even close to 150 because these two are very much capable of it. And not to mention, Abbas Gabla has got 2 more overs left, so that might be pretty controlling overs from him. But I think these two have the capability to take Gabla as well. The projected score is slowly going on 137, just 1 run going down. The current run rate is 6.8, guys.
Yeah.
It might creep up slowly with these two. And it is Solomon coming into bowling. Uh, he has been very expensive in the power play as well.
19 runs, Kritesh.
19 runs in the
Yeah.
2 overs, and I don't think it is the best option to bring Solomon Williams back into attack. I would want to go with Abbas Gabla,
I think
but I'm
Ashik
not sure
Chowdhury
what
as
is.
well. I was just going back through the comments to see what
Yeah.
some of the predictions were. Ashik Chowdhury, I'm not sure if he was there. He hasn't really commented since. but he said 150 plus, yes. I think that's going to be, a bit difficult. I think a few people said that 150, 160. I think somebody said 175 as well at one point.
Hmm.
I think all of those are going to be a bit too difficult. I think you're looking realistically around that 140, 145 mark. We just have
Yeah.
to wait and see if that is going to be the case. But I think there's a lot of quality left in this Nigerian batting lineup, so I don't think they would be afraid either.
Yeah, definitely they won't be afraid, Gokul. I think having scored 104 in 15 overs, sorry, 105 in 15 overs, and they're looking confident to be scoring closer to 140. Uh, it might be very difficult for Sierra Leone to chase with the batting lineup they've got. Nigeria's bowling, not to mention Prosper Hussaini, who can take so many wickets and control very well.
But we'll have to
We
keep in
might
mind,
see.
Kritish, because obviously we had a few people
It's a
backing Sierra
wicket
Leone as
opportunity.
well.
No, yeah.
I think,
I don't think it's few people. It is just the Santosh Kumari who was backing Sierra Leone. I'm
yeah.
not quite sure where he went. He kept us with a lot of questions. He kept the chat very much
There's a
engaged.
little bit of fights
Uh,
going on in the chats. I think he's left. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully he comes back and he gives us a lot of his insights because he was, giving us a lot of positive conversations about Sierra Leone. And
yeah,
I agree with him on the sense that, it is important for a cricketing nations, to maybe play one of those games where it can build a lot of confidence within the team. And it could be today, it could be that they chase 130. He said anything below 130, they should be able to chase it. Again, I feel like it's going to be very hard to
excuse me.
limit Nigeria to just another 25 runs in
In the
28
four more
balls.
overs, yeah.
Yeah. So it's good bowling so far from Solomon though this over. Not really
Yeah,
bowling
good
any
comeback from him
wayward
after
balls.
being very expensive in the first 2 overs. He's trying to change his average and he's trying to bring his economy down by keeping himself very
Is
controlling in
that
this
is that
over,
how
I
you
would say.
think it is when you're bowling and you're getting hit for a few runs? You're probably trying a bit to get your economy, your numbers
Economy, but I
into
think
green.
it's not just his personal stats. I think he wants to bring his
Team
team
stats
back
too.
in the game. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a wicket-taking opportunity. Umpire is not convinced.
I think
I
the
think he's
keeper is
back
happy,
very
but
well.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
the throw needed to be better. It was too far away from the keeper. Almost Dhoni-esque, from the keeper catching it pretty far outside the crease line and then almost flicking it back onto the stumps. He did really well to get it on target, hitting the stumps, but the on-strike batsman ended up throwing himself to be safe. I think he might have ended up getting himself injured though. It does look like he's in some bother. I think he's ended up scraping his elbows. But good commitment shown there by, I think, was it Vincent Adewoye, who's
Yeah, it
thrown
is
himself back into the sun. So fair play to him.
definitely.
Made sure that he is,
He
safe.
wants to save his wicket. He's playing very aggressive. He can't get out in
Yeah,
a very silly way, I would say.
yeah.
If he's getting out, being caught very close to the boundary line, I'm
But we see
happy.
that very
I don't
often
want to
in
see him.
cricket nowadays, especially T20 cricket now, don't they? Suicidal running from
Yeah.
batsmen, almost throwing their starts away. It is off the pads there. They're going to run a leg by. I think they might actually think about an overthrow, but decided not to, which is probably the right decision as well. So just to let you guys know, we've hit 2,000 viewers for this stream. Obviously, we had about 4,500 for the previous game as well. So really good turnout today. It's a Friday evening in most of the world at this point.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the people who are
Everybody's enjoying
watching
the
cricket,
weekend, joining the cricket with us.
yeah, so
Thanks for
definitely
joining,
hope you
guys.
guys have a really good weekend as well. And we got a lot of cricket, scheduled for the weekend tomorrow and day after as well. So if you guys are interested in catching up with some cricket over the weekend, feel free to do so by clicking on the link in the description and in the chat, cricketlaunch.tv, and you'll be able to watch the games live in HD, ad free, and it is also the fastest stream in the world for all of the competitions that we cover, guys. So make sure you save that link in your browser and yeah, just watch some free cricket. Hope you guys enjoy the cricket that you watch as well.
Yeah. Uh, just for information, guys, the score is 106 for 5 wickets. End of 16th over. Isaac Okpe scoring 3 runs of 3 deliveries, and Vincent Adwoye has scored 24 of 24 balls. It's great to see they're scoring almost at a strike rate of 100. Good. It clearly shows they're not losing out any balls. They're not
Yeah.
wasting any more balls.
And
Yeah,
that's the smart way to go about it as well. I feel like there's no
yeah.
need for you to take unnecessary risks.
Well, guys, it is
Speaking,
time for you all to go with your predictions for the innings score. What is your predictions for the innings,
yes,
Gokul?
guys, please do let us know in the chat. Akash is back and says 150 will appear or not. I do not think 150 is going to
Yeah,
appear, but again, it just depends on what happens.
great
Chanaba
shot.
is the bowler name.
As he asked for 150, Gokul, it
Yeah.
has gone for a six. So maybe
Piyush Mehta
I
says
think
155, Kritesh. So I think everybody's expecting maybe around that 150, 160 mark as well, maybe somewhere in between.
yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see where we end up. So the
What
predictions are
is
coming
what
in.
is your
We've
prediction?
got 150 and 155. I'm going to stick with my prediction from the power play, and I'm going to say
Yeah.
145. Announce is 160. So I think the predictions keep climbing. 5 runs every time somebody says something new.
Yeah.
And let's just have a look to see what the rest of them say as well. So keep your predictions coming in, guys. We really appreciate it. It's another good shot. I
I'm
think it's
gonna
going to be
go
a
with
couple of runs.
152 Gokul for my prediction.
Piyush Mehta's
Piyush
150
Mehta.
and 153. That's again, it's possible. It is very possible. They do have ample amount of batting there. They have Isaac Okpe, who's capable of hitting it a long way. Vincent Adiwoye has looked really solid as well. But you got to consider there could also be potential wickets. So keep that in mind as well. We'll
Yep.
just have to have a look to see where this game goes.
That's another six, maybe. That's a
Oh, it's one
four.
bounce for the
One
fielder
bounce
trying
for.
almost like a goalkeeper trying to save it with his legs. Slide tackling the ball does not help, from what I know in cricket.
Yeah.
It's the wrong sport. But unfortunately, good
So
for.
just to let you guys know, if you want to join us for this game, especially during the high scoring period in the T20 cricket, I would say the last 4 overs of the first innings, Nigeria obviously with the two aggressive batters on strike, you don't want to miss my call, which is miss the game. So please click on the link, join the Cricket Launch TV streaming site where you get to
Pyros come
watch this
out
game
with
for free.
169 Kritesh. And Piyush Mehta says Prosper Useni. So there's another Prosper fan. Obviously, guys, if you are watching the stream on YouTube, Kritesh is a massive fan of Prosper Useni. He absolutely
Yeah.
loves the guy. So it's really nice to see more people in the chat backing Prosper Useni. He is a quality player, handy with the bat, quality bowler with
Leading
the
wicket
ball.
taker. Yeah.
I think he got 2 wickets in the previous game yesterday
He, he
in the
got
first
three wickets,
over.
Gokul. He got three
No, I'm
wickets.
saying the first
On the
over.
first over, he got two
I think
wickets.
he
Yeah.
just got 2 in the first over. But again, I say just. It's definitely not just. He's a
More.
quality bowler. So I feel like if there is a wicket now, we might still see some fireworks from the main man, Hussaini. Chanor Ba, again, very expensive. 30 runs already. He's gone for. How many this over? He's gone for 13 runs already. This over 2 balls to go. Projected score hitting 143 now. It's chipped in the air. I think there's a fielder there, so it's just going to be a couple of bouncing into the fielder's hands. It's going to be just 2 runs. Good running between the batsmen. This is what we expected, though, Kritesh. A lot of people question
Yeah.
whether they'll be able to get 120. We did say that they will pick up their scoring rate towards the later half of the innings, and with 20. So not 20, 19 balls to go. Where do you think they can get? Do you think they can score another 25, 30 runs?
Easily, Gokul. That's why I said my prediction to be 151, 152.
Yeah, so hopefully your
So
good luck charm, Kritesh, helps you guys, get your predictions correct. In the first game, everybody who were backing Kritesh were very happy because all of their predictions ended up coming correct as well. I think Better for Life was there. I think Ajaz Wani, if I remember correctly, and
yeah,
a couple of other guys as well. Very happy with what with Kritesh giving them some good luck. We have Piyush Mehta here who said 150 and 153 were his predictions. So that looks like it's probably going to happen. I actually don't even think that the call from Pyro, that 170 call, makes any sense. But he's gone for it. And if they get it correct, we look like idiots. So we'll just have to wait and see.
definitely.
he had a crazy call in the previous match as well, and I think he said Rwanda will win the game very easily. A lot of people said
They did.
against Rwanda. They said Zambia will win. Some people said that the match was fixed in Zambia's favor, and in the end, Zambia ended up losing pretty easily. So I don't understand the fixing comment. It doesn't really make sense as to how they came to that conclusion. But again, in the end of the day, you're pretty happy.
Akash, 150 your prediction might come true.
Yeah.
Now we are convinced that 150 is easily possible.
The current score is
capable.
123 for 5 and 17 overs. If you want to stay up to date with the score and if you want to watch the match as well, I would strongly recommend you click on that link in the chat box and watch the game live on cricketlaunch.tv. It is free to watch the game there. You don't even have to make an account. It's literally click on that link, watch the game. As easy as that. And it's also the fastest source of streaming in the world for this tournament. So all you need to do is basically click on that link and you'll be able to watch that game live. It's ad free
I
as well,
think,
so no interruptions for you.
yeah. He says need one more good over. I think the way these two are batting, every over
But at the same time, Kritesh, look who's come to bowl. Abbas Gibla, the best bowler in this Sierra Leone team, almost getting a wicket on the first ball. He's getting an inside edge, missing the stumps. And that's another boundary for Vincent Adiwoye. So everything that Nigeria touches turns to gold at the moment. And all of a sudden, Nigeria looks like they probably might be looking at maybe even that 170 score that we thought was a bit crazy from Pyro. It does look like it could potentially be possible. Piyush Mehta really happy with the boundary there.
That's the happy tears from them. That's the happy
much
tears
needed. So hopefully some of Kritish's luck comes into play and you guys get your predictions correct. So Isaac Okpe still only facing 5 balls. Do you want Isaac Okpe to be on strike rotation or do you want Vincent Adiwoye just to go after the bowlers?
High up in the air.
It's a 6, Kritesh.
Maybe that's a 6.
It's a massive shot. He's used the pace from Abbas Gabla and that's gone for 6. It's probably one of the biggest 6s we've seen all day. Remember, guys, this is a big ground. We don't really see a lot of 6s in this ground. We saw yesterday, I think the entire day, we only saw about 4 or 5 6s if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
And Piyush said, I have 155.
Today we have seen 4 6s already, Gokul.
There you go,
Yesterday
Piyush.
all together.
Absolute cinema, guys. There's a massive score lining up. Projected score slowly climbing towards 153. And I think genuinely, there's a pretty big chance that this could be an insane final score, maybe even around that 170 mark that Pyro was talking about. Because you got to remember, there's still 16 balls left, right? You could potentially get about 30 runs in those 16 balls and get to about 160, maybe even more.
Also, Vincent Okpe, he's in his 48th run, Gokul.
Yeah.
If he gets the 50 run mark, then the intent might be double from what we are seeing it now.
Yeah, he might just start swinging for absolutely everything. I feel like they're going to start running for absolutely everything as well. I think they've run
single there.
one for the previous ball, but I think they're going to start running for
It's an exciting battle between the best bowler and the very aggressive batters. He has kept it low. Just no runs coming out. Mad swing from Isaac Okpe. I think both the batters are just swinging for every ball. If they time it well, they get a boundary. If not, they're fine. They've got it already. The runs, they've got it already. 134 for 5 wickets. 17.4. Abbas Gabla coming to bowlers.
Could we see a wicket though,
delivery.
Kritesh? Could you see a change all of a sudden? A wicket now could be absolutely huge for Sierra Leone. And with the way that these two guys play, I don't think a wicket is that far away at any moment in time. So that's something that they'll probably be a bit scared of, losing a wicket potentially. But I think that's just a single by the looks of it. It could have had a wicket almost in the first ball. That boundary, if you guys remember, was an inside edge, just missing that leg stump. So very intense game so far. Very intense over from Abbas Gabla. He's done well.
I would say this is what you expect from the top bowler at this level, Gokul. He gave away 2 boundaries earlier on, but it did not put any pressure. He came back, controlled it very well. Just 2 singles and a dot ball. I think there might be a possible wicket in the last ball. What do you think, Gokul? Maybe he's convinced.
I think it's going down leg side. So Abbas unfortunate there not to get a wicket a little bit straighter, and I think he would have had his man. But overall, I think you'd be really happy if you're a Nigerian player. A lot of runs coming in that over, but that predicted score not staying around that 155
13
mark that
runs.
some of these guys wanted is slightly lower, 151, 2 overs to go, and one big over from Nigeria can maybe set them up. They could maybe looking at 20 runs and over for the next 2 overs. Kritesh, they have wickets in hand, they have strong batsmen, they have Prosper to come in. I think they should just go for everything.
They also have the two best bowlers, Gokul. It is Abubakar Kamara coming into bowl his last over, and they have got Abbas Gabla left with his final over.
Definitely.
And Piyush Mehta's prediction of 12 to 15 runs in an over had come true.
Exactly.
Last over we saw 13 runs.
Piyush is on fire at this moment. Touchwood. I hope I didn't jinx him there by saying that, but he has a few predictions around that 150 mark, and for his sake, let's hope that those come true. I'm just having a look to see who the new bowler is. Is that Abubakar? I'm not quite sure.
It's Abubakar Kamara, Gokul, the another leading wicket taker and economical bowler so far. He's got his final over left. I think he has got 2 overs left. They did not utilize him. I think if they had gone with Abubakar Kamara instead of John Lasayo, it could have been better in Sierra Leone's bowling perspective.
I think Abubakar probably was the smarter choice there, and that's why, because his line and length is just so solid. He hits that mark consistently. 3 overs, 19 for 2 so far. So that's Abbas Gabla score that I was reading out. Apologies for that. He's been very economical, and he's been one of their best bowlers in their history. Again, Sierra Leone not the most experienced cricketing team internationally, but announces Abu the GOAT back in. I'm scared now, so I think he's supporting Nigeria. And Abubakar, probably not the person that you want to come in. He has the ability to take wickets as well. Probably not the quickest bowler in the Sierra Leone team. So almost
might be a catch opportunity, but
I think
nobody is there. Yeah.
The fielder not really attempting a catch that's just gone over him. So much needed boundary after that first ball, just going for a single, and all of a sudden 141. They're only 4 runs away from my initial predictions, Kritesh. So I'm really happy that Nigeria were able to beat my prediction comfortably. But you are the inside specialist. You expected at least another 13 runs. So let's see if they can get to that 155 mark.
I think they can easily clear that 150 mark.
Yeah.
I think they might be going somewhere closer to 160 at this point, and the intent they've showed. I think another possible wicket opportunity.
It's just 1 run. By
high up in the air, maybe dropped catch.
Yeah.
Not quite sure that nobody is there. Just a single out of that delivery guy. And we have 3 more balls left from Abubakar Kamara, and we have last over being bowled by their top and dangerous bowler Abbas Gabla. Let's see if they can control them within 160 mark. That is the maximum they can do at this point. Maybe try to control them under 155.
I think this game would have a completely different feel to it if it was Sierra Leone batting first. But you know what? Fair play to Nigerian players. It's not really the easiest conditions to come and be batting in. It's about 34 degrees with no wind in Abuja, Nigeria.
That is a wicket, Gokul. As we were talking about it, there comes a wicket from Abubakar Kamara. Well deserved one. He bowled very well. He did not get any wickets so far.
Vincent
he got the wicket.
Adewoye, Kritesh, losing his wicket at 49 runs, missing out on a personal milestone. At the very end, I think you can see it in his reaction. He's very disappointed with himself, and
I think he wanted to get that half century on style, but he's unable to do it. I think Abubakar Kamara bowled a slower delivery, making it difficult for them to get to the boundary. Let's see, and honest, I knew, but I think everybody knew it with the aggression going on between these two bats. Obviously, the wicket taking opportunity is also very high.
Definitely. I think
there got 2 more balls
you
left
can't take the quality of bowling from Abubakar away from him though. Got hit for a 4, came back and bowled really well. As you can see, I think it was a cutter there, an off cutter just moving into him, and then he ends up hitting it straight in the air. He got the height, but not the he got the elevation, but not the distance. Piyush Mehta says, "Come on." I think 13 runs away still from Piyush Mehta's prediction. And a couple of drop balls now, maybe I could change, but Hussaini, Prosper in, guys. Everybody's
Prosper
favorite
Hussaini. Everybody's
player,
ready for him.
Prosper Hussaini. one of the more exciting players in this team. Let's see if he can live up to his,
Yeah.
almost this notorious, nickname that he has as a big hitter in this Nigerian team.
Piyush Mehta need 13 runs in 9 balls. I think it is very much possible with Isaac Okpe, and you were the one who mentioned Prosper Hussain is a great hitter. I think another wicket opportunity, Gokul. I think let's see what
No, I
just
think he's gone
happened
for
there.
four, Kritesh. I think
Six.
he's
That's a six. That's a six, not just a four. That's a huge six. Definitely, he's living up to the expectations we had, guys. Prosper Hussaini, he is the
first
man.
ball. He's now wasted
First ball for
any time.
six.
Pyro says Prosper needs to lock in for us, and he's locked in first ball six.
Yeah, we're not only going to see him entertain us with the batting. In the next innings, he can show what he is capable of with the bowling attack as well. I think he's better with bowling than batting. So you should know by the looks of it. He
Pyro's
scored
really
first ball
happy
six.
there. He's got a six
Yeah.
of his first ball. I think that's a six of his second ball as well. What are you
Another
doing to
six.
this cricket match, Prosper Hussaini? Two balls, two sixes. Yuvraj Singh, who? We've got Prosper Hussaini,
Prosper
says the
Hussaini.
Nigerian fans. What a big six as well. It's a big heave on the leg side. What a shot. Guys, from the beginning of this innings, from the beginning of this stream, if you go back and watch, you will hear Kritesh. She said, Nigeria can
Prosper
go
Hussain is
big.
the man.
Prosper Hussaini is the man. He's the man to watch. He's the man who can score you runs. He's an absolute monster hitter. And Piyush Mehta, fair play. I think about 30 runs ago, he came and said, even if a wicket goes down, it's
Prosper
fine.
Hussaini.
Because
Yeah.
Hussaini is here, and Hussaini is absolutely here. And he's hit two sixes, two monster sixes as well. Huge. One on the leg side, one on the onside. One on the offside. He's going to be very, in the mood. I think if you are Okpe, I know Okpe can hit it a pretty long way as well. But why would you want to even take that risk? Take a single of the first ball, give it to
Give it to
Hussaini,
Prosper Hussaini.
Prosper, and he is going to hit it a proper distance as well.
Yeah.
So some wordplay there for you guys as well. I think it's going to be Abu Bakr coming and bowling that last over. It's going to be an entertaining fight between Hussaini and.
No, I think it is going to be Abbas Gabla, Gokul. It was Abu Bakr who bowled the previous over, so we are expecting Abbas Gabla to be,
Yeah.
Abbas Gabla. That's another six, Gokul.
My
Isaac
God.
Okpe is not
Guys,
capable of
what
doing
on
it.
earth is going on? Isaac Okpe is like, you know what, Prosper? I can do it.
Gokul,
I don't
let
need
me
you
tell
to
you
do it for
something.
me.
Pyro Legion predicted
my God.
169.
He did say 169 and we all laughed at him, and they're at 160 already. 5 balls to go, Kritesh. And I think Pyro
God.
Legion's going to get it absolutely spot on with this prediction.
They are pelting it all
Nobody-
over the stadium.
Nobody believed him, Kritesh. Everybody laughed at him and he said 169. Everybody thought it was 20 runs too much. And all of a
Another
sudden,
aerial shot from them, Gokul. Another aerial shot.
that's another
Maybe
six.
another
4 sixes in a row. Guys, what is going on? Guys, what is going on? Somebody please pinch me. I cannot believe what I'm
Bowlers
watching.
also can't.
4 sixes in a row. Somebody, I think it was Santosh who said Sierra Leone are going to win this game. I do not think there is even a single Sierra Leone player who believes that they're going to win this game. This is madness. 4 sixes in a row,
I
guys.
don't know why
cannot
would they
believe
bring
what's going on.
Abu Bakr has got an over left, and I think Abbas Gabla had got an over left. Why would you bring Solomon Williams for the final over?
It makes no
This
sense.
is what
to
will
me.
happen.
It makes
This
absolutely
is what
no
will
sense.
happen.
It's another shot attempted, but inside edge. And if you're a bowler, if you're Solomon, you're not happy with that. Because they're going to run 2 runs.
Definitely not.
And he's still back on strike. Okpe is still back on strike.
Okpe
168.
is back.
And that prediction looks like it will come true. So, Pyro, that's a mad
It's going to be
prediction.
175,
Nobody believed you when
Gokul.
you said 169. And, he's been getting all of these African games spot on. I think he supported 4 teams, won
another
all 4
wide.
games. And it's a
Another
wide, and
wide,
he's,
Gokul.
he's almost guaranteed that Pyro gets his prediction correct.
Yeah, definitely. I never expected this to happen. Nigeria scoring 160 plus almost 170. I think at this point they might be scoring 180 also with 3 more balls left. 180, do you think is it possible?
I don't think
180.
180 is
Google.
possible, but 175 definitely possible. Maybe possible in this ball,
No,
Kritish.
the ball stayed a bit low. Ball stayed a bit low. I think it has to do with the pitch, guys.
Yeah.
It is not misjudgment from Isaac Okpe. It is the pitch which kept the ball low. If it had come the way where Isaac Okpe predicted, another boundary it would have been. Two more balls left. Let's see if they are able to maybe cross 175. I think 175 is possible.
Yeah, I mean, it could be possible in this ball, Kritish. Could be. I think
Yeah.
they've run a couple of runs again, so 171,
Another
so
2 runs.
comfortably beating Pyro's prediction of 169 there. Really happy for you, Piyush, as well. Hopefully, Kritish has given you some good luck. If he has, feel
Nobody
free.
jinxed it today.
Yeah,
Nobody jinxed
nobody
it in
jinxed it
this
today. So
innings.
feel free to give us a subscription on YouTube so that subscribe to us on YouTube so that you can keep up to date with all of our live streams on YouTube. And if you
We'll be a
feel
lucky charm. We will be a
cricketlaunch.tv
lucky
is your
charm.
lucky chance. Save it in your browser so you can watch all of the games live on cricketlaunch.tv. Piyush says, let's predict Sierra Leone score. I think it's going to be sub 100 all out. I genuinely don't see how they can score more than 100 runs against this
Yeah,
stacked
another
Nigeria.
six.
That's a
Another
big
six
shot
to end the
again.
innings.
And would you
Another six
believe
to
it,
end the
Kritish?
innings.
Another six, so six sixes in the last 8 balls. And that's just.
So the final score is 177, guys. If you missed it, this is why we keep on saying you don't want to miss the action. You
Exactly,
should
guys.
save especially during the last 4 for 3 overs in the T20 game. That's where the madness happened. So much madness, so much drama, especially from
Just
Isaac Okpe and Hussein Prosper. Hussein
unbelievable
Prosper,
batting
yeah.
though, Kritish. We did say this in the beginning itself. If Nigeria get going, if they get to a
Nobody can
good
stop.
enough
Nobody can stop.
position, nobody in this league can stop them. Why? Because they bat so deep. They've got so many quality big hitters. Usaini Prosper, Isaac Okpe. We called both of these names. I think you called out Usaini Prosper. I called
Yeah.
out Isaac Okpe in the beginning of the match, and we said these are the kind of players you want to watch. And we know this because you've seen Nigeria games before, and they've stepped up time and time again, and they've done the unthinkable, and they do the unthinkable again, and they've scored an incredibly accelerated 35 of 15 and 12 of just 2 balls to get Nigeria to 177 for 6. I think this is the highest score in the
On the
competition
comment,
so far.
Gokul, we have Piyush Mehta asking us, let's predict Leon's score. I think it is going to be under 100
Yeah.
for Piyush Mehta.
I think it's
Definitely,
under
it's
100
going to be
and
under
an
100.
all out as
So,
well,
guys,
unfortunately.
please stay tuned in. We'll also take a short break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll be back even before the players come in. And let's do the prediction for Sierra Leone's
Yeah.
innings.
Guys,
Let's
put
see
your
what
predictions in
Nigeria
the
have to do
chat
with
during the
bowling.
break, guys. And then we'll be, discussing that once we get underway for the second inning. So, hope you guys enjoy the first innings, and we hope to get back with some more cricketing action very quickly for you guys as well. What a great
Hello,
start for
guys.
Hussaini,
Yeah,
Kritish.
welcome back to the drama, guys. I would say drama, not the match, especially from Prosper Hussaini. He showed us that he's capable of batting, scoring two sixes in the two balls he faced.
Yeah.
Comes out, three dot balls, one wicket. We might be expecting one more wicket in the last two balls he's left. Extraordinary player, I would say. Sierra Leone, they're definitely struggling. We had Santosh Kumari in the chat coming and telling his prediction for the game.
Yeah.
He told us that Sierra Leone might be chasing it very easily, but looks
Hasn't
like
gotten off to
it
a good
is
start. But they get a
Husseini's game.
boundary
Yeah,
though, Kritish, so maybe you are judging the book by the cover and it's not working out in your favor because he gets a boundary off Hussaini. This is the danger of having somebody who bowls as quickly as Hussaini because anything that makes
yeah,
contact with the bat is just going to fly away for a four. And really
yeah.
interesting start so far. 5 balls, 4 runs and a wicket. Let's have a look at how it ends. Obviously, the required run rate is monumental already for the Sierra Leone team. 9.08 already for them. So they have to basically go with every ball now. They can't really afford dog balls at any stage of this game. But Hussaini obviously
Uh,
getting their breakthrough early on. It's just a dot ball on the last over. They're going to make us. They're going to run a single. So 5 of the first over for the loss of 1 wicket. There you go. Anand says Hussaini is prospering well for Nigeria. There you go. Kritesh, some more wordplay for you. You were
yeah.
talking about my wordplay
Definitely
earlier
is
on.
prospering.
And again, I
We
don't.
saw the dance from Nigerian players earlier on, Gokul. After the wicket, we saw Prosper Hussaini dancing with the wicket keeper, and
Yeah.
they were very happy they took wicket. Even before Sierra Leone were able to score a single run. And let's see, there's a bit discomfort with the helmet for the batter, I think so.
Yeah.
They're trying to change the helmet.
He's a bit scared.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this Nigerian bowling attack, quite a lot of pace. Probably doesn't want to take any risk
Yeah.
with a faulty helmet. I've been hit on the helmet a few times, Kritesh, and I'll let you know. It's not a good feeling to get hit with some of these fast
Yeah.
bowlers.
I think they've changed the batting lineup. No, it is Jallo. He played yesterday as well. He scored only one runs in the four balls he faced, and John Bangura, he scored only one runs in the six balls he faced. So let's see. He hasn't faced any balls so far, John Bangura. He might. I don't think he might get a chance to face any ball in this over as well with
What if he doesn't
Jallo
face
facing
any
it.
balls at all? Ends up 0-0, and then this Nigerian
Yeah.
can finish the innings of.
Anything is possible from Nigeria. Anything is
Left arm
possible.
spin in the second over of the power play, Kritesh. We haven't really seen that happen quite often in this competition so far, but
Yeah.
we might be positively surprised today. Just to let you guys know as well, we're very close to the 200 subscribers mark. So we would really appreciate if any of you watching does apologies, subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get to that 200 subscription mark. Good start of the over for the left arm spinner. Obviously getting a left arm spinner to come in this early increases the chance of runs, but also increases your likelihood of
I
getting
think
wickets.
4 buys very unfortunate. I think it was difficult for the keeper to judge
Judge
it
the
coming
bounce,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And ends up back, and you need your keeper to stop runs from leaking that easily. Off the pads, the
Yes.
batsman ends up trickling down to the boundary on the leg side. I think there's no fielder at fine leg, so it's an easy boundary for them. But again, not off the bat. So for Jallo,
Won't be
it
counted for
doesn't count.
the
Exactly. So
yeah.
he's probably going to
John
be.
Bangura, we can see he's restless. He's showing some batting actions, staying at the non-striker, and
Shadow
he is
practicing
tired.
Kritesh.
Yeah, he is tired after staying out there for two
I have a
overs,
feeling that the
not
only
able to
batting he's
face
going to do
anyone.
is the shadow practice.
Shadow batting. Very unfortunate.
There we go. Another ball. It's just a
Another
dot ball. I
dot.
just missed everything. How close was that to that off stump, Kritesh? Missing it by the barest of margins. By the barest of all margins. Hopefully you guys get the reference.
I think Jallo, even though the ball has stayed quite away from the stumps,
Yeah.
he's trying to kick it. He's scared. What if it turns back in?
He's a lucky boy there, Kritesh. Back to back wicket taking opportunities for the left arm spin bowler. And he's just lucky not to have lost this wicket. It's a quick single that
Yeah.
they're going to attempt. I think They actually end up getting a couple of
Just
runs
five
or just
runs.
one.
Yeah, I think it's 1 run from the delivery.
Yeah.
So it's basically 5 runs from this over as well. Let's see if we can keep up with the same 5 run rate. Do
Guys,
you think
but
it might be a
what an
dot ball
exciting
or
innings
wicket?
from Nigeria, though. I just want to, before we continue
Go.
talking about this.
I'm calling a wicket next over from
Okay,
Prosper
let's have a
Hossaini.
look. Let's have a look. I would be very surprised if Hosseini doesn't come into bowling next over. So hopefully we can see a wicket as well. So guys, if anybody wants to predict a wicket in the next over, do let us know in the chat as well.
Great bat from John Bangura. We were telling how he was doing the shadow practice. All the practice he
He
did,
just made room for
it
himself
helped him out.
over
Yeah.
covers, belted it, Kritish, middle of the bat. He smoked it through covers for four. So Sierra Leone showing there might have been some logic in Santosh back in them, because all of a sudden they've pulled it back with a boundary there. So 14 for 1 after the 2 overs, and a good
Yeah.
start for Bangura, getting a boundary of his very first ball. I was going to do his confidence a lot of good, but I'm sure that Prosper Hussain is going to
I
have
think
something to say about it
even
next over.
though even though they're looking confident, scoring 14 runs in the 2 overs, they're not back in the match winning prediction. They're out of the match winning prediction. We might need some more intent from Sierra Leone for them to be back in the match winning predictions. I think they're a long way out. For them to win this game, they need to be scoring somewhere closer to 60 runs in the power play.
I think the chat is backing you up there, Kritesh, because they say
Yeah.
there's a wicket coming
We
this
get
over.
this over. Yeah, it is Prosper Hossaini bowling, guys. There we go. The man. He's
The
going to be one
man,
of
the
my
myth, the legend,
Yeah,
Prosper Hussaini.
definitely.
Mithun Ramesh says out, so I think everybody's backing a wicket this ball. Let's have a look. Mithun Ramesh, let's see if
Even
your
the
prediction comes through.
Yeah, even the batsman is scared to face the ball. Gokul.
Yeah.
You saw the batting style from him. Just scared. He is backing out for every ball. Mithun Ramesh. I hope your predictions come
Would you
true.
blame him? Because when somebody at that pace is bowling, running at you, somebody with the build of Prosper Hussaini,
I would just
is
be
a tall
scared. I would want to
6'2",
save my body.
6'3"
Yeah.
bowler, I think he is. There's more outs coming in the chat, so almost everybody's trying to pray a wicket coming in this over. I think.
Another single. He's bowling at so much pace, Gokul, aiming at the stumps. If you miss it, I don't think the stumps will be flying. It'll be broken and flying away.
Mithun says he
I
wants
don't want
an
to miss
80
it.
all out. I think somebody earlier on said 60 all out. Pyro said 120 for Sierra Leone. So we had a few predictions already, guys. If you have any more predictions, please do let us know. But Mithun, why do you think it's going to be an 80 all out? Why do you want it to be an 80 all out?
I think he has so much faith in Nigeria's bowling, and I think
I would
it
too.
could be possible.
I feel like the
Yeah.
expected score for them probably is around that 90 mark. But I'm interested to know why he thinks.
80 is
80.
the perfect line.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like closer to 100. The way they're playing, they're showing some confidence. If you can take against Prosper Hussaini, then obviously with the rest of the bowlers as well, you could be scoring runs.
Yeah,
So
he
let's
said
just
80
wait
all
and
out since
see.
if they lose 3-4 wickets, they will go ahead and choke it 100%. We saw it yesterday as well. If anybody watched the match yesterday, you'd know Sierra Leone struggled quite a lot, and they only managed to get 47 runs in the end. And they're probably facing one of the better bowling attacks in the league. Some wild throws from the fielders so far, not hitting the stumps. We ended up seeing a lot of direct hits yesterday, but not a lot of direct hits so far today. But overall,
Yeah.
I would say really positive from Nigeria all around in the field, with the ball, with the bat as well, giving them a lot of confidence for the rest of the competition. I would also just like you guys to subscribe to our channel, because we're very close to that 200 subscribers mark. We're at 195, just 5 away. So if you guys could subscribe, it would make us very happy. And obviously watch the match on cricketlaunch.tv as well. That's a wicket for Hussaini, Kritesh. You weren't
As
paying
we were talking
attention.
about it, Gokul,
18
we
for
were
2.
talking about it.
Everybody
I
in the
called
chat
it.
called it as well with you,
Guys,
Kritesh.
everybody
Is it a
called it,
wicket?
not just me,
Yes,
it
it
is
is,
everybody.
Mithun. It is
Yeah.
an incredibly quick, straight ball from Hussaini Prosper, hitting the off stump.
Yeah,
And,
yes, Mithun Ramesh, it
there
is a wicket.
goes-
It is the clean bowl from Prosper
Yeah.
Hossaini. As you were telling that he is aiming towards the stumps. If you miss it, clean bowl. Very powerful bowling from him. We might be expecting few more wickets with one more ball left. Do you think another wicket opportunity for Prosper Senigokul?
I actually think yes, because we know that he is capable of almost building some momentum. I think it's a young left arm batsman who's coming out to bat. Let's have a look to see who it is. But I think this is the beginning of the end for this Sierra Leone team. Losing wickets in the power play never really helps as a batting team, and I think that we saw in the second innings in the first match. They lost the wicket earlier on the power play. They just went into this defensive, ultra defensive mode, made sure they didn't lose any more wickets in the power play, and then they were able to chase the target down. But they need 160 at a required run rate of 9.3 after losing 2 wickets in less than 3 overs. I actually feel like there's a wicket coming this ball as well. So there you go, Mithun. Your prediction comes through. Kritesh's prediction comes through. Anon's prediction comes through. And Pyro's prediction comes through. To be fair, you know what? Pyro's getting a lot of these predictions correct recently, Kritesh.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's going for outrageous prediction and it is coming through somehow. That is what's happening. Is it a wicket again? Mithun, you can click on the link which
The
is
last ball hasn't been
pinned.
bowled yet. But Mithun, if you want to watch
Yeah.
the game live with us, just click on the link I've just put in the chat. It's a link to cricketlaunch.tv where this game is basically being telecast live in HD. It's ad free. You don't need an account. And it's also the fastest stream in the world for this competition. So if you are interested in watching this game live and staying up to date, feel free to click on that link and join us in the chat as well with your opinions and thoughts. It isn't a wicket in the last ball. It's 18 for 3 after the 3 overs. What are your thoughts, Kritesh? Sorry, 18 for 2 after the
80
three
for
overs.
2. I think they should be looking for somewhere closer to 45 or 50 runs in order for them to be back in the game. 178, it's definitely a huge target for Sierra Leone. Too much pressure on the batsman's shoulders. And it's Raymond Cock, come and Gokul. We saw great batting from him yesterday. He scored
Yeah,
almost
20
20
runs.
plus
He
runs,
scored
27
about
runs.
50%
Yeah, 20
basically of their runs if you
runs.
exclude extras
If
from the
he can
20.
score 50% today as well, it would be great for Sierra Leone. He'll become the highest run scorer for Sierra Leone's
in the
team.
competition.
Yeah, I don't think in the competition as well. I think he might become one of the top scorer for Sierra Leone's nation
Yeah,
team.
definitely.
Let's see if it is possible. Because it's another, it's the same guy coming back. Isaac Okpe, I think so. Good spinning, great turn. There we go. This is what we've been talking about so far. The pitch has got great turn. So if you're a spinner in this pitch, you can clearly dominate the batters, and that is what we have been seeing so far from the spinners. It is Sylvester Okpe. Sorry, guys. He's coming for his second ball. New bowler. He controlled it. Another dot ball. 2 dots so far. They're bringing spinners back to back. Do you think they might use Prosper Hussaini again in the next over, Gokul? Or they might
I
go
think
with
you have
another.
to. I think if I'm the captain, and obviously I've captained at different levels of the game, something that you're always told by your coaches is if you get a few wickets early on in the power play, try to bring your main bowler back in just to make sure that you can put that pressure on them. Either they won't be able to score runs and they'll go into this ultra defensive game mode, or he'll come in and
Yeah.
get wickets again. And that obviously is something that I feel like you should always do as a captain. Maintain that pressure. If Hussein is coming and got 2 wickets, why change that? Why take him off the attack? Give him the opportunity and for him to come and take a couple of more wickets. And even if he doesn't get the wickets, it puts more pressure on them in the chase. And the batsman might try to go after other bowlers and might throw their wicket away there. Pyrus' SL so bad. I think it's a bit unfair to say that they're bad. I think it's more to do with the fact that Nigeria are a top quality team. So I think what we should be saying is that Nigeria have done really well, and that SL
Yeah.
need to improve in their game, and that we can see a slip fielder is out.
Yeah, we
now
need to
today.
be encouraging this underdogs. As we saw, I think it was from Mehta. I'm not quite sure who it was. He was telling that how important it is for the fans to be encouraging this underdog teams
Yeah.
who doesn't have a lot of experience in the international stages. They are improving.
Yeah.
In the later stages, maybe in few years, we might see Sierra Leone even playing in the World Cup. You
Yeah.
never know.
You never know.
They just need some encouragement from all the fans
Definitely.
from all over the world.
Anon says test match batting coming soon. I think it's hard to do anything other than that because you've already lost 2 wickets in just the 3.5 overs that you've faced, and the last thing you want to do is throw more wickets.
I
in a
think
power play.
That's a good shot from the Sierra Leone batters. There comes a boundary, a bit aerial shot, but no
Over
fielder out
backward
there.
point for
Yeah.
four. So the aggressive field approach from Sierra Leone, obviously not having anybody covering that offside region and the boundary, means that if
Yes.
you take a risk and if you go over the field, you're going to get rewarded with boundaries. And just to let you know, Krish, that's John Bangura who scored the boundary. He's also the batsman who scored
Yeah.
the boundary in the second over. I think the last one of the second over. He's
Mhm.
scored in a very similar way, made room for himself, moved himself to
Yeah.
that leg side, showed almost all three stumps throughout the entire ball and basically chipped it over the offside region. So we might see a little bit more
Unlucky
aggression.
with the last ball. Yeah. He's showing some intent, Gokul.
Mm.
He is the man. If the runs are coming through, it must be from him. Uh, Obviously, the last ball, he showed some intent, but did not time it very well. Let's see who the new bowler is going to be, and it is going to be Raymond Cocker who will be facing this ball. They need to increase the intent. We saw in the last over they're showing some intent, and they need to continue with the same level of intent in order for them to be back in the game. John Bangura having scored 11 runs of 8 balls. Raymond Cocker had scored only 1 run in the 2 deliveries he had faced. Just for information, Sierra Leone are 24 for 2 wickets and a 4 over, guys. They need 154 runs in almost 90 balls. 96 balls to be accurate. Let's see if they are back, if they can bring their team back into attack. And we have a lot of predictions telling that there might be a all-out opportunity under 100 runs.
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't
that's
think that
something
is
that I
possible.
said as
Yeah.
well. I feel like initially I thought because of how deadly Hussaini is in the power
Mhm.
play period, I thought that there's a pretty decent likelihood that they'll lose a few wickets and then they'll just start capitulating. But I think they've done well
Yeah.
for themselves so far. Um,
Mhm.
I think we might see a
Let's see
few
who
more wickets.
the
I don't think it's Hussaini. I think it's a
definitely
new fast bowler coming
new
into
bowler coming into. I think it is Okasha Isayaku coming into bowling attack.
He was really good yesterday as well. So
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
excited to see what he's capable of now.
Uh, uh, to be frank, Gokul, I think every bowler in Nigerian lineup, they're perfect. There we go. First ball dot delivery from Ishayaku. A good batting as well from Raymond Cocker. He looks positive. Good shot, but it's just gone straight to the fielder. If I think if for the role for Nigerian bowler is to keep the runs under 5 for every over. In that case, there might be pressure being built up on the batters, and they might end up losing wicket, showing some intent. That is the key role for bowlers here, I would
Yeah,
say. Because the
definitely.
second delivery from Ishiyaku, uh, I'm hoping to see more wickets. The
So
way these guys are
Mithun says
bowling.
for sure it will be
Similarly,
all out under 80. So I think there's another person there in the chat who is
yeah.
expecting this all out. And I can understand why, Kritesh. I think if you look at the history in the Sierra Leone team, they have the tendency to choke and they have the tendency to
Yeah.
almost collapse as soon as something goes against them. One or two wickets start falling,
Mhm.
they have the tendency to collapse. So I think somebody needs to stay with John Bangura and give him some assistance. And I think probably have the best man in the team to do that as well in Raymond Cocker. He did play well yesterday. Unfortunately, ended up getting out when he tried to change gears, start to go a bit aggressive. Mithun Ramesh wicket coming this over. I'm not quite sure if he means this fourth over or the fifth over. We'll see if it happens
Yeah.
in either of the overs, but I definitely see the vision there. I understand why you would expect that. Cocker as well, very aggressive batsman. He does like to take the bowlers on. We'll just have to wait and see if he's able to do that. So another good ball from Okasha. Obviously, he gets a lot of bounce. He's a very tall man. You can see his height
Mhm.
compared to the umpire. He's head and shoulders above the umpire. So I think he should be able to get a little bit more bounce on this wicket. And if he's able to do that, I'm sure you can see more wickets coming through. Do you think
Yeah.
there's any logic in bringing Hussaini back next over though, Kritesh? Do you think a change of
I
ends for
think
him?
definitely they need to bring the top bowler, as you mentioned, in order to keep the pressure, and he's the man capable of taking wickets. So, 6 over power play score. Yeah, our predictions for the 6 over power play score will be 32 or 34, Gokul. I think under 34 is our predictions.
Yeah, I think you're expecting
What is
maybe
your prediction?
6 runs in the next over. It's a boundary though for Raymond Cocker, so he's showing you his class, showing you that he can score runs. Maybe give it a little bit more, then I'll go around 34 as well. Not 34, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll go around 40 now. No, 40 is too much. I'm not sure.
Just
Honestly.
for information, guys, last month these guys
36.
played against, sorry, last year they played against Nigeria and Sierra Leone were able to score 112 against Nigeria. So they're definitely capable of scoring runs.
Yeah.
Just
I'd
that
say I'd say
we'll have to
40,
wait and see.
46, not 46, yeah, 46 of the.
So another four, Gokul.
Oh wow!
Great shot from
So
Raymond.
they
Great
might actually
performance
get
from him.
40 now in the power play. It should be impressive for them massively. I just had a brain fade moment there. I'm not sure why I said 44. 44 is way too much, but I think by the looks of it, they might actually end up getting to 40 somehow, which is obviously very impressive
Yeah.
for them as well. What are your predictions, guys? What is your prediction, Mithun?
I think Mithun's prediction might be he mentioned that he wants Sierra Leone to be all out under 80, so I'm guessing he wants to keep his prediction under the 40, I would say.
Yeah, maybe. Because obviously, if they get to that 40 mark, then the rest of the score
Yeah.
should be pretty convenient. 37 and 6 overs with 3 wickets, says Anon. So, what are your opinions on that, Kritish?
37. I think it feels pretty spot on. If they bring in spinner, it is going to be difficult for them to take runs. We are obviously expecting almost 2 or 3 dots every
I mean,
every
Anon
over
is
with these two
expecting, what,
playing.
5 runs on a wicket last over, like last over the power play.
Yeah,
It doesn't
very
look like
much
it's a spinner.
possible.
Who is this? I think. I forgot his
We
name.
just have to wait and see, Gokul. I think maybe Prosper Hussain they are going
No,
to.
it's not Hussaini. I know
It's
that's
Isaac
what
Okpe. It was
Isaac
Isaac
Okpe. Yeah, that's what
Okpe.
I was just about to say. I think it was Isaac Okpe. The height is obviously a massive indicator. He's probably one of the tallest players in the competition. I think he stands at about 6'4" or 6'5" as well. And he's probably bowling to somebody who's not particularly tall in John Bangura and Raymond Cocker. Both of them, sub 6 in height. Let's have a look to see
Yeah.
who's going to dominate. Who has a lot
Quite
of bounce
comfortable
in that
single for
first
them.
ball itself, but John Bangura riding that bounce, getting it onto that deep, to that square leg field for just a single. So that prediction from Anon still possible. A
Yeah.
wicket and 4 runs is what he expects from the next 5 balls.
Definitely that is possible, Gokul. With 5 more balls left, it seems spot on. Even if they take a wicket in the next over, whoever is coming in, we might expect them to just rotate strike instead of going for risky shots.
Definitely,
We go
definitely.
second delivery from him. Come on, guys, we need a wicket.
Oh no, he's
Come
pulled
on,
out of the
don't.
run up, guys. I think he's just overran the crease there a bit. He wanted
Yeah.
to make sure he didn't end up giving like a no ball or something away. So smart work from him to make sure that he doesn't, make a mistake or anything there. So fair play. Let's have a look to see what happens
Good
in the
bowling.
second
That's a
ball. I think
dot.
it's just a top ball. Yeah, it's just missed it completely. Will they get all out for 80? I don't think they're going to get all out for 80 from this position. I
Yeah.
think they shouldn't get all out for 80. But again, they collapsed for 47 yesterday, so it could happen. But from a statistical point of view, I think you're looking at maybe
We're expecting something
around
closer to
105 runs or something from now.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Gokul.
But again, a wicket of Raymond Cocker, for example, would make a massive difference in that target. Again,
We saw this yesterday as well. If once they got Raymond
we had a
Cocker,
Ben Stokes
the
moment
middle order is
almost
not
there,
very great.
Kritish. They're appealing for obstruction of field. If that's the case, England wouldn't have had a World Cup, guys. There's no need to appeal for that. It hits the bat. I think it goes to the fielder at mid-off, who's basically going to prevent it from going 4. So we don't have a repeat of the World Cup final. He doesn't get a boundary. He's not Ben Stokes. He's just he's just Raymond Cocker. He did run across the wicket though, so I think as a bit more questionable why he would run across the wicket to almost get in the way of the throw.
Good throwing from. I think they went quite comfortably for the second run in the fourth ball. Sorry.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
a second one. So good
So-
pressure being built in the field by the Sierra Leone batsmen, making the fielders take additional risks. Obviously, that's a risky way to play the game because Kritesh, you could get out. We've seen quite a lot of direct hits in the competition so far.
Yeah,
I have a
definitely.
feeling that a wicket's coming, guys. I think right after the power play, we will be seeing a wicket. Let's have a look to see if my prediction comes true. What are your predictions, guys? Do you think a wicket? Yeah, I think Mithun's very wicket heavy. I feel like if I say wicket, he's going to say yes because he also wants a wicket.
Everybody wants a wicket here, Gokul. Everybody wants a wicket.
As in,
But the thing is, Sierra Leone batters are looking confident and they're going against this best bowling attack from
yeah.
Nigeria. They're taking on, they're scoring runs. Out for sure, out this ball. Everybody is going for it, but they are pretty confident
Oh,
out there.
come on,
Yeah.
Pyro. Why do you have to always go against what we have to say? He says no wicket. But let's see. Mithun and Anand,
Yeah.
let's see if we can get a wicket for you guys. Last ball of the over. The fielders are having a really fun time chatting with the subs in the back. I think they're talking about their dinner plans as well. I think they're expecting a wicket as well. So I think let's have a
For
look.
them to get the plan sorted, they need to take the
It's a
wickets
ramp
early
shot
on.
attempted. I
So
think there's a Dilshan attempt. Direct hitter. I think he would have been gone. Raymond Cocker diving for the third time in the innings so far. He's almost thrown his wicket away through runouts. Obviously, a little bit more accuracy required from the Nigerian fielders. If they hit the stumps, I think they're looking at potentially getting a wicket here. But overall, they're going to be happy with the way they actually ended the power play, almost getting 40 runs
yeah.
after losing those two crucial wickets early on in their power play as well. So Isaac Okpe, I think, is a new. Sorry, is the bowler who bowled his last over. Sorry, who bowled the last over, only giving away 7 runs. And again, we called a wicket to come after the power play, if you remember, Kritesh. So let's have a look and
Yeah.
see if that comes.
It's not just coming out of power play. Every ball we are calling for a wicket, and we just have to wait and see when we might get that breakthrough. It is going to be Sylvester Rockway continuing with his spin. They've struggled against him, but the fifth over, I think they got him very well. They got some runs.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look. They scored 8 runs in this previous over, and he had some wicket-taking opportunities as well. The
Yeah.
turn he has got on the ball, extraordinary. So if the batsmen don't judge it well, it's going to be wicket. So you need to be judging it, or he might take your wicket. So don't take your eyes off the ball, guys. You might lose your wicket. There you go. First delivery, that's a single. That's a single from John Bangura. These two are the key batters, I think, Gokul. If they lose John Bangura and Raymond Coker, they don't have any more batting left. It might be a catastrophic incident for them. We saw yesterday as well. No better middle order batters for Sierra Leone, and if they lose these two batters, that's going to be the start of collapse for this
Yeah.
team.
Definitely, I agree with that as well. I think that Raymond Cocker wicket and the John Bangura wicket very important for Sierra Leone if they want to get close to the the final score.
Yeah. Do you think at this point they might be able to cross 100? I think it is
Yeah,
very much
I think yeah,
possible.
definitely. I think as long as they don't make any unnecessary decisions, I don't think they're going to win the game, but I think they can
Yeah.
get to 100. They're only 60 runs away from that, so I think that's definitely possible. I don't think that's something that Mitchell wants to hear though, because he wants an all-out before the 80th run score. And on us,
Still, it
can
is
I know
possible
where you
if they
guys
get.
get these stats from? You look well informed. Thank you. And on again, we just do a lot of research pre-match. We have our own way of collecting data. We look at previous games, tournament reports from websites like Cricinfo, CricBuzz, Crick Heroes. Basically, anywhere we see that the tournament is covered, we try to do our research, try to find out a lot about the players, a lot about the competition, so that we can give you guys the most accurate stats and basically help you guys out as well with the questions that you ask. If you want to do the same, obviously you can. These are all just free platforms. We don't do anything, that's different from what any of you would. We just spend quite a lot of time to make sure that you guys have the best information possible. And then obviously we cover a lot of these games ourselves, so we've seen these players before. We know some of them, how dangerous they are, like Prosper Seni. So I think that obviously ends up helping quite a lot as well.
Another dot delivery from Sylvester Rockpay, giving it just 3 runs in this over. Great bowling from him. They're unable to score, especially Raymond Cocker. Bangura wanted that single, but he did not want to take the risk. They
Yeah.
can't risk losing wicket at this stage. If they lose, as I mentioned, it is going to be the start of collapse for Sierra Leone. 42 runs after 7 over, guys. Having lost 2 wickets, Raymond Cocker 11 from 14 deliveries, and John Bangura 19 from 14 deliveries.
Yeah.
Sylvester Rockpay given out only 9 runs in the 2 overs he had bowled. I think we might be going into some more spinners to attack, or maybe I'm not quite sure. They might be using Isayaku to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Isayaku is the only expensive bowler, Gokul. He had given away 8 runs. That is the expensive one. Very great with the stats, Nigerian bowling. Very good. Great amount. Great standard, I would say. Let's see who's coming into. I think it is going to be Isayaku. Not quite sure, guys. Let's just wait and watch. I think it's another spinner. It is Asia coming into attack. I think he performed very well yesterday, Asia.
Mm. Yeah, I think Asia
His
was
best is
good quality bowler.
yeah, his economy is under 6, guys. So very similar to every other bowlers. Pyro Legion says Nigeria win confirmed. I think at this point, yes. As you guys see on the YouTube podcast, that there is no predictions going on for Sierra Leone with regards to the percentage, winning percentage. That clearly indicates that they're nowhere in the game. But in order to change that, it should be this partnership, John Bangura and Raymond Coker, who can change things.
You almost
Good
expect
delivery,
too much
just a
from them,
single.
don't you? I think at this point we're
Yeah,
looking at it and thinking, is there a likelihood of them winning the game? Obviously, there is. In sport, you can never throw a team under the bus and say that they can't win, obviously, unless the numbers go against them. But if you're
yeah,
looking at it from just like a logical point of view, they need to score 135 runs and they only have 76 balls to do so. They need to score at least 11 runs from now on every over, and I feel like they don't have the quality, unfortunately. Raymond Cocker scoring a couple of boundaries, still only going at sub 100 strike rate. John Bangura doing really well, getting 20 of 16. I think he's going to be given a wide ball, which unfortunately I feel like it turned a little bit after the wide line. So probably not the smartest call from the umpire there, but overall I think it's almost guaranteed unless something crazy happens. I do not see
yeah.
Nigeria losing this game.
They're taking this game very slow and steady, I would say. Too much turn for Asia. That's a wild. Singles was wild. Too much turn. If only he was able to turn it inside, that would have been a wicket-taking opportunity. But it's working out all way possible for Sierra Leone to be back in the chase.
Yeah.
42 runs in 72 balls. Sorry, 7.2 overs. They need 132 runs in 76 balls. Do you think it might be possible? I think yes, if these two stay. Let's see, Joshua Asia, and it's the spinners who are trying to dominate the bowling attack now. We might be expecting another over from Sylvester
Yeah.
Okwe. In that case, he might be able to.
What I don't understand
He
is
might be able to take a wicket.
they're putting a decent partnership on right now. Why not bring a
Yeah,
bowler like Prosper Seni who can come and maybe
break the
get a wicket?
partnership.
Yeah, just potentially
Yeah.
put some pressure on them, maybe get a wicket. And I think that's probably the place where I feel like they've struggled a bit with their decision making as a team. But
Yeah.
they wouldn't really mind this, still working in their favor. They're still winning games, so why not try new things? Again, just to let you guys know as well, we are very close to that 200 subscriber mark. We're I think only 4 subscribers away. So if you guys can, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Obviously, it's a personal
Yeah, we
milestone
would
for us to
definitely
get to that 200 subscriber mark. And obviously, feel free to click the link in the in the description or in the chat if you want to watch this game live for free in HD. In the cricketlaunch.tv website. As you can see, an incredibly well flighted ball from Joshua Asia, almost beating Bangura because of how slow it is. He almost played it a bit too early. Lucky not to get a feather edge on that. The keeper obviously has been really solid for Nigeria so far, taking everything behind the stump. So that's the last thing that you wanted to lose a wicket, to somebody that unnecessarily. But he goes behind that. He gets a good amount of purchase, but there's a fielder at deep covers who's going to cover it. Just going to be the single, and all of a sudden, just looks like a nothing game really, because it doesn't look like Sierra Leone is scoring at a rate in which it can challenge Nigeria. But at the same time, Nigeria are not able to get any more wickets, so it's almost looking like a one bowler bowling lineup. And Prosper Hussaini getting both the wickets, isn't it, Kritish?
Yeah, Prosper Hussaini, as you mentioned, they need to bring him in. They can't be going with the spinners, even though the spinners are pretty controlling over the batters. But you need wickets at this point.
Yeah.
You need to take the wickets. You need to break this partnership. It is not the wickets. It is the main point is to break this partnership in order for you to be dominating the defending of your score. We have a new
Rahim
a child,
Abdullah
new
asks 10 over,
Ruim
how many
Abdullah
runs? What is your
for
opinion,
10
Kritish?
overs. 65? I don't think 65 is
I
possible,
think maybe
Rahim
your
Abdullah.
5 runs
I
a
think my
bit
man is
too
the
high. I think I'll probably go 60 for the day, for
60,
10th
yeah.
over.
61, maybe. Yeah, 61 is my call, Gokul.
I probably would go around
Uh,
60. I think 60 is a safe prediction because obviously 12 balls, the way they're going right now, unless there's a significant change in intent, I don't think they're going to be scoring, 16 runs. That's 8 runs and over
yeah.
against the spinners. I just can't see it. So I think you're looking at maybe around, I think maybe 5.5 runs and over. So maybe about 6 is what I would go at most. So maybe 62 is what I probably go at highest. I think 65
Yeah.
might be a little bit too much, but I think 60 to 62 should be a decent enough range, unless they start to go aggressively, which I can't see it happening. So 11 balls left to get to that 10 over mark. I think it's another dot ball. No, it's a single.
Yeah.
So 51. More than 60 chance, right? Yeah, I think more than 60 should be likely again, unless there's a wicket. I think they'll still be able to get ones and twos. There's a lot of space in the ground where you can run. Obviously, post power play, the field is a bit more spread out. And these two look like they are able to, rotate strike pretty freely. So
Yeah.
I think they should be able to at least score 5 runs in an over. So I think 60 should be likely. But again, it just depends on the outcomes. There is still a lot of turn on the wicket. So the batsmen are getting beat. We saw that in the previous over as well. But 60 definitely more likely than 65. I think
He
65
dropped
is
the
too
bat
much.
to go for the second run, Gokul.
But he gets it
So
though. That's the
these,
important bit. He got the second
yeah,
run, so that's fair play to him. Good running.
it's Sylvester Rockway back in the attack, guys. And his question of them scoring more than 60, yeah, I think it is possible. The way these two are playing, as Gokul mentioned, they're taking quite comfortable singles and a few twos as well there. So 60 is definitely in the cards, guys. But will that 60 be enough coming out of the sixth over? Sorry, 10th over? I'm not quite sure. They need to be chasing more than that.
Oh yeah,
They
for
need to
for
score
the
somewhere
sake
closer
of the
to
match,
70.
I
Yeah.
think they definitely need way more than that. I feel like that they cannot be satisfied with just 60. Um,
Rahim Abdul, sorry. If you want to bet, please don't take our predictions, and
Yeah,
we are not
we're not
in
a
any way
betting
responsible.
channel. We just
Yeah.
like talking about cricket, and we just have predictions based.
That is the wicket,
Yeah,
guys.
there we
That
go.
is the wicket from Raymond Cocker. There we go. This is what we have been talking about. They need to break this partnership,
Yeah,
and Ogbe Silverstone is the man to get the breakthrough.
yeah,
And he takes Raymond Cocker's wicket, very crucial one, with John Bangura left, with a new partner coming in. I don't think he'll be happy about it. Raymond Cocker, obviously the best batsman they've got.
yeah.
It's very
That's it.
crucial
Again,
wicket there.
that's all we expect. Essentially, we're just trying to make the games more interesting. It's
Yeah.
basically like instead of watching the game on your own, we want to make sure that everybody's watching with each other. It's like a group of friends sitting and watching a game. We're just discussing what are the things that's going to happen, giving our own insights, and I feel like that makes cricket or any other sport more interesting. So update every ball run again. So if you want to just watch the game, Rahim, you can just click the link in the chat. It'll take you to cricketlaunch.tv, and you can just watch the game for free there. So it's a free platform for people to watch games. It's it's not paid. There's no ads on there. It's uninterrupted viewing. The games are all in HD. We own the streams as well, so we have the fastest stream in the world for this competition. So if you just want to watch the game and stay up to date with the score, I would recommend just clicking on that link and watching it live on cricketlaunch.tv. And here we have Abubakar Kamara, Kritish, another personal favorites
Abubakar
of yours.
Kamara,
He
yeah.
did really well with the ball. We'll have to see if he can do anything with the
Especially,
bat.
it was I'm not quite sure what happened. It's that he was there yesterday almost throughout the entire innings. But when we looked at the ball space, it was only 14 or 13. It was a mystery for us how he was able to stay there out for so much time and not being able to face so many balls. So maybe he's able to face many balls today. First ball, no run from him. Good bowling from Sylvester Rockpay, finishing off a spell, giving away only 5 runs and taking a wicket. Good bowling from Sylvester Rockpay so far, Gokul. He bowled 3 overs, 14 runs, economy is under 5. This is what you expect. And also taking a wicket, especially very crucial
He
one.
says he's scared to watch live. That's why he's here. You know what? Hopefully, cricketlaunch.tv gives you some good luck, Rahim, and hopefully your predictions come true as well. I think we had a few people earlier on today. Was it Piyush Mehta? I think in the previous game, or I think it was previous
Yeah.
innings. He was using some of your good
So, okay,
luck.
let's just update the score, Gokul. Rahim, the score currently is 54 for 3 after 9 overs. It is John Bangura 26 runs and 22 balls faced. Abubakar Kamara is the new batter out there. He faced only one ball and he was unable to make any runs out of it. So for your prediction of 59 above, we still have 6 balls left with a new batter in. But luckily for you, it was John Bangura who is facing. So let's see if he is able to make your prediction come true. I think it is Joshua Asia bowling for John Bangura. First ball, no run. Good bowling from Asia. Here we go. It's going to be the second ball from Asia, Joshua Asia. He's making the run, guys. Let's see. Just single. It gets Abu Bakar into strike. John Bangura is off the mark.
So a lot of turn
Joshua
there though for
Asia.
Joshua Asia. He's bowled really
Yeah.
well. Just the 8 runs off his bowling so far. It's just going to be a single for the batsman there. Again, what are your predictions when it comes to all outs? Because obviously everybody said that there's going to be a potential all out. I felt like there's going to be a potential all out, but it
Yeah.
doesn't look like that will be happening now. So I feel like
It
it's
won't be
looking
happening
well.
anytime soon, but I think if we reach closer to 16th over, the all-out opportunity is still on the cards. Another single brings John Bangura on to strike. The score is 56 for 3, 9.3 overs. DK Chowdhury,
Uh,
70 in 12 over possible or
what is your
not.
opinion on that, Ritesh?
70 runs.
I think the problem
So it's
with
going to
with this
be,
Sierra Leone team is how many runs do you think they're scoring in an over? I'm expecting maybe four
yeah,
runs an over at this point. I know it's a bit on
yeah.
the like lower side, but based on the game going, the way it's gone so far, I'm only expecting,
And I think Gokul, it also has to do with the batsman who is facing. So if it is
yeah,
John Bangura facing most of the balls,
yeah,
then 70 plus is possible. And
yeah.
if it is going to be Abu Bakar facing most of it, then most likely not.
We might have a
So
small
I
break in
think
technical. Keep might have gotten hit on the helmet. What are your predictions, Kritesh?
for the
I
12 over
think I
mark,
think
Gokul,
I think
is that going?
60. I'm gonna go 69. So
I'm going
just
to go
below just
67.
below 70.
67.
Um,
67 is my predictions.
So let's have a look. So, guys, Kritish predicted 67. I've got 69. So I think our answer there is 70 is not going to be possible in the before the end of the 12th
Yes,
over.
12th over. Yeah.
So that's basically what I think as well. I think maybe
Very unfortunate for Rahim, guys. It was 58 runs
I'm really
after
sorry,
10th
Rahim.
over.
Unfortunately, that wicket basically meant that you weren't able to get your prediction correct there. So, uh,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's just not gone your way there. Hopefully, the other predictions. I think a few other people had predicted a few other outcomes at the beginning of the innings as well. But I think most of it is against Sierra Leone. So we'll have to just wait to see what happens to them.
Yeah. Let's see who is the bowler going to come to attack. They need to bring someone who can take wickets 72 in 12 overs. I don't think it is possible unless definitely not. We are talking somewhere closer to 67 and
Yeah, I think
69. Below 70 is the ballpark what we are considering. There's a break in play, guys. A drinks break
yeah,
after the 10th over.
it's 58 for 3 guys. Again,
58 for 3. Abubakar Kamara 1 run and John Bangura 29 of 27 balls.
yeah. Do you think there's a Bangura masterclass that we're in for? We were speaking about this yesterday as well. Some of these teams have, batsmen who can almost single-handedly change the game's fortunes on their own. Do you think John Bangura is one of those players, Kritesh?
John Bangura is the key wicket here, Gokul. He is the man who is taken, like especially how Raymond was able
Yeah,
to take the team
there's
yesterday.
another crazy claim by Pyro. He says 75 easy, and I think he's talking about the 12th over as well. Do you think 75 is possible in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form, Kritish? Because he's in 2 overs, they're going to score, what was that, 17 runs to get to 75. Do you think that's
Uh,
possible?
I don't think that is possible. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think they're going to be struggling quite a bit to score 70. And I think 70 might be possible, but 75 is just way too much. I don't think that's possible. I hope that answers your question there, Chaudhary. Because obviously you asked if 70 was possible in the 12th over or not. I think they're walking back into the fielding position, so we can have a look at where we go. Current run rate only 5.8, Kritesh, and the required run rate already climbing all the way to 12. 120 needed of 60. Raheem asks live video, so we don't have the option to show the video live on YouTube because of the streaming requirements that YouTube has. But if you click on that link I've put in the chat, it'll take you to cricketlaunch.tv where you can watch the game for free. You don't need to create an account, you don't need to sign up, you don't need to give any of your details.
There's no ads as well.
Yeah, and there's no ads, so it's uninterrupted viewing, and the stream is in HD, high clarity, and it's also the fastest stream in the world. I'm so happy that we have the fastest stream in the world, Kritesh, because people get to see the game as the game takes place. Nobody watching on any other potential sites or streams will be watching it faster than someone who's watching it on
Which
Cricket
name?
Launch TV.
The stream name is Cricket Launch TV, Rahim. If you click on the link, it will direct you to the site.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll just put it
yeah.
in the chat again.
Look at Suresh.
Just click on the link in the text message there, guys, and it'll take you to the cricketlaunch.tv website.
Nukala Suresh, if you can click on the link which is on the comment section, it will take you to cricketlaunch.tv where you get to watch this game for free. As Gokul mentioned, no ads, no interruptions, just the drama. So much drama happening. When we initially thought Sierra Leone, they're no way chasing this score, not even going to be scoring somewhere close to 100 runs. They are here for 59 runs, losing 3 wickets
You
at
guys can just search
10.2.
that username on Google as well, guys. If you just Google cricketlaunch.tv, you'll be able to watch the game live there as well. So feel free to click on that link in the chat, or if you want, you can search it yourself and you can watch the game live in HD. And it's uninterrupted with no ads. It's also the fastest live stream in the world. So feel free to click on that. And obviously, if you have any insights about the game, any opinions, please do let us know. And if you're enjoying the live stream on cricketlaunch.tv, also feel free to give us a subscription on YouTube so that we can keep going live and keep having these conversations with you guys. Keep your games entertaining. As we see Sylvester coming back into the attack, he's looked really solid, very economical, no unnecessary looseness in his bowling so far. He's probably going to complete his full quota of overs here without giving away 18 runs potentially. That's incredible value to have in a right arm spin bowler. That's a mad attempt from John Bangura, almost running outside his wide line, trying to throw the bowler off. It's a bit crazy what I've seen. I haven't seen something like that since I played at like an under 15 level from a tail end, and this is the bowler almost trying to throw the batsman off. The umpire having a word with both of them. He's like, what are you guys doing? Right? Get on with the game. There's no need to be having this. This is the umpire needs to have a chat with both the bowler and the batsman there, because they both have tried playing mind games with each other. They've walked off their run up or their guard a couple of times. So back to back, it was first the batsman, then the bowler, and then the batsman again. And the umpire is going to have a stern word with the batsman here. He's called the batsman to come in. Guys, this is quality cricket that I'm watching. I'm really happy the umpires decided to not accept this. This is no nonsense umpiring, and I love to see it. I feel like we need more of this in international cricket. We need more of this in Indian IPL or domestic cricket as well, because we see a lot of time wasting done by players there. And the umpire said, you know what, if you keep doing this, you're going to have to walk off, because I will not let you guys continue to play if you keep doing this nonsense. And that's exactly what it is. And let's have a look. If they do continue it, no, they're scared of the umpire now. So that's well done. It would have been funny if they actually ended up getting a wicket that ball, because
I would have wanted John Bangura to go with a similar style for this ball, but he ended up staying there.
And Bangura and Sylvester almost giving each other a shake, and they're reluctantly just to make sure the umpire doesn't actually end up seeing anything else to them. I think they are absolutely scared of this umpire, and rightfully so. If you do that, you deserve to be scared of the umpire.
Yeah, definitely. You can't be playing mind games. Maybe once, fine, not thrice from both the players. Obviously, it also has to do with the time they're taking for each innings, Gokul. But I think today they have taken longer than usual. That is what made umpire a bit upset. You can't be taking so much time between overs, and between every ball they're taking some time today. So let's see if they are able to do something out of it. Maybe just the mind games being played by Nigeria, since they're unable to take any wickets, they're trying to take some time between every ball, trying to do some mind games, and
Yeah.
maybe finally they might get a. I think it's a wicket possibility, but 4 runs, Gokul.
I think it was in
He
the air,
managed to
but
take.
it's between the. I think it's gone all the way for six, Kritesh. So massive shot. John Bangura saying,
Yeah.
don't talk to me, umpire, because if you say something that I don't like, that ball's going to be targeted towards you next. Be careful.
Yeah.
And I think after that six, the umpire's probably going to have second thoughts before telling a John Bangura off. Massive six, and all of a sudden that 70-run mark looks likely. Thanks to that massive boundary from John Bangura. There's 5 balls still left in the over, and I think
Yeah.
again Pyro Legion's predictions, Kritesh. He said 75, and we're only 7 runs away with
Yeah.
5 balls to go. So we could have a potential upset again as a misfield in
Do you
covers and
think?
it's going to be a single.
Yeah. But do you think they might be able to get to that target somewhere closer to that? They just need
I think
110
if John
runs,
Bangura stays there for a bit of
53 balls.
time,
It is
it
two
is
two
close.
runs every ball. Yeah, 2 runs every ball.
So
That is
classic
what
front foot
they're aiming for.
defense by Abubakar Kamara there. He's showing you that he is a power hitter, but he's also capable of sensible batting. The wall of Sierra Leone. Abubakar Kamara, he swings for a very big attempted shot, but didn't really go anywhere. It was a top edge in the end, mistimed it, and it's just a single. Luckily, he didn't connect it. And there you go, Chaudhary is really happy with this prediction. There
Yes,
you go,
okay,
Chaudhary.
yes, 70 plus, yeah.
I'm really happy
We're
that it's
happy
worked
for
out
you.
for you. It's a good prediction there. You said 70 plus and it's gone your way. So they get there thanks to incredible batting from John Bangura, who
John
reverse
Bangura.
sweeps Joe Root esque batting from John Bangura there. Reverse sweep for 4. Back-to-back boundaries in the over for him. And all of a sudden, expensive over. 12 runs coming off it so far, Kritesh, with a ball to go. Again, if you're
I
a
think,
Sierra Leone player, you need
yeah.
this every single over, though, Kritesh, and that's where I feel like they're going to struggle a bit. Because you can have 1 or 2 overs where you get the 12-run target, but to get it consistently, to get it every over, it's almost too much of an ask. Let's have a look to see what happens last ball. Again, John Bangura not really happy.
Even
that
with
Abubakar not
Nigerian
moving that
batting,
single.
Gokul, we saw them with the Nigerian batting as well. We saw them score so many runs towards the end of the innings. So that is something we need to look out for. These
Again,
guys, they're
just to let you
scoring
know, Kritesh,
conservatively.
Pyro
Yeah.
said 75. Look at what the score is. 74.
74.
Again, we've been
With
laughing
one
at
more
him today, but Pyro's predictions have been, on point
on
in
point.
this
Yeah.
African
Spot on, Pyro.
West African T20. Again, I think it's a good thing Better for Life is not here because he's been getting a lot of his predictions correct, and he would have been very upset with Better for Life for making taunts at him.
Definitely. We'll just have to see. Pyro, let's just see if he predicts a massive score for Sierra Leone, and that might come true. Whatever he says has been coming true today. So we just have to see. Pyro, you guys never listen. Sorry, Pyro, but your predictions are spot on. Come on, go on with the prediction. Do you think Sierra Leone might be able to chase this 104 runs left? I think so. Yeah, it's exactly 104 runs that they require in 48 balls.
Just
Current
like
run
you
rate
guys,
is
I'll put
6,
the link in the
required run
chat
rate
as well,
is
guys. If you want to
13.
watch this game live on cricketlaunch.tv, feel free to click the link in the chat and you'll be able to watch it live in HD. Pyro says no chance. I think that's answering your question there. He doesn't think there is any chance for a chase. I think they're still going to struggle. Obviously, they're required, but it's just way too high. It's at 13, Kritish, even after a massive over. After that single that required run rate, it's just going to keep climbing with every ball. So I think it's going to be a bit
Slowly it's climbing up.
difficult.
Yeah, slowly it is climbing up. If you are not watching this game, you'll never notice the rate slowly increasing with these two guys. It is not like a sudden increase in the run rate, but slowly it is creeping up. That is what you need. But I don't think they have so many balls left. They need to get use. They need to utilize every ball possible, and we can see that they're doing it. They're not pushing for the second run. You need to be pushing for the second run, guys, or else it is going to be very difficult. One run every ball is not going to be helpful. You need to go for the second one. You need to push that first run very hard in order to go for the second one. But I don't see that coming. It is Joshua Asia, very economical so far. Even though he was economical, he couldn't take any wicket. He comes in for the third delivery. Another single from Abubakar Kamara. Come on, guys, you can be going for 2 runs. You need to push your runs harder. Uh, there you go. Fourth ball, Joshua Asia is going for it. It's a dot ball, not in the favor of Sierra Leone. They need 101 runs in 45 ball, guys. Dot balls are definitely not working for them. Nigeria, Abubakar Kamara, just 6 runs of 8 balls, whereas John Bongura has scored 43 runs in the 37 balls he faced. I think he might show some intent.
Yeah,
Now, if it is now or never for them to show the intent, I would say. If they take
definitely.
some more time, they will not have any more time left in the innings.
I
Two
think
runs,
even if they don't take time, I feel like it's already too late for them, Kudesh. If I'm being honest with
yeah.
you, because obviously the asking rate just too high. 101 of 44 balls. Unless they have somebody called Rahul Tewatia, Rinku Singh, MSD from what Santosh was
Yeah,
saying, I don't think they have a chance. But again, at least they can save face, get to like 120, 130. It'll do their confidence a lot of good, especially considering last match between these two, they scored I think it was 115 if I'm remembering correctly. So from like a personal point of view, just so that they can be happy with the performance so far. They're probably going to be happy if they can get to that 120 stage, which I think they should be able to if these two end up being there with them till the end of the game. Hopefully, for
yeah,
their sake, it is something that they're able to do.
yeah. Uh, Because we saw Gokul in the previous innings as well. Even though they don't have any strong hitting, aggressive batters like Nigeria, they have John Bangura. He is the only hope left. So I see the probability for them winning the game. The chances are closer to like maybe 5 or 6%. But 42 runs and 42 balls, 99 runs
Yeah.
is definitely out of the mark, out of the reach. They they need to push harder in order for them to be back. They need to be scoring more than 12 runs, 13 runs at
Yeah.
least every over.
At this
Sorry,
point,
not
there's like
13, it is 14 runs they
there's
need.
no need for you to like try to save wickets. You've gotten to a
Yeah,
decent enough position, 80 in 13 overs. I think the main goal now should just to be to target that 130, maybe even 140 mark. And I think that's a good start for them. Not the intended shot from Abubakar Kamara gets a thick inside edge, missing the stumps altogether, ends up getting a
going for a
boundary.
four.
So
Very lucky
Isaac
four for him.
Okpe probably very disappointed with the way that he's not ended up getting. You can see the shake of the head. He's just not really happy that it's not gone his way. I can't
Yeah,
blame him, but at the same time, everybody has a level of luck that they end up enjoying. It's just gone his
yeah,
way in that situation there for Abubakar Kamara. We'll just have to wait and see if there could be any more wickets potentially on the cards for Isaac Okpe and Nigeria. Isaac Okpe, obviously big, tall, fast bowler, bowls a really good pace, very economical, does get wickets as well. It's almost another thick edge, but into the ground this time. It's going to just be a single. And all of a sudden, it looks like they might actually be able to get to 130, Kritish, if luck favors them. And I'm sure it'll be something
definitely.
that
I
nobody
think
really expected.
130
Everybody in
is,
the chat said that,
yeah,
100
under
all out
100.
is it's essentially what you would expect. And they've proven everybody wrong today. And I think that's a really positive uh, intent from Sierra Leone. They've shown better confidence, better patience in batting. John Bangura, especially 45 of 39 against this explosive Nigerian bowling lineup, is very impressive. I have to say.
Definitely, Gokul. I think 130 definitely possible with the way they are playing, but for them to chase 170, clearly not possible from this point. Great bowling also from Isaac Okwe. He's trying to put more pressure on John Bangura. It might be very similar to. Let me just have a look. who the batter is. Unfortunately, he scored 49, but unable to get us 50 in the previous innings for Nigeria. It was Vincent Adiboye. He scored 49 runs in just 34 balls, but very unfortunately lost his wicket trying to score
Yeah,
his 50-run mark in style.
yeah.
Ended up giving it straight to the fielder.
But it's
So
very
let's see.
unselfish batting, though. You have to agree, Kritish, because
Yeah.
he did take on the bowlers, and
Mhm.
unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to get the reward that he deserved. I feel like he
Yeah.
deserved, potential 50, but he didn't want to slow down the scoring for the
Mhm.
sake of his own personal milestone. So,
Definitely.
unselfish batting there from Vincent in the previous innings. Let's have a look to see if Isaac can get a wicket. He almost got the wicket of Abu Bakar Kamara, and that first ball inside, just missing the off stump. Let's have a look to see if he's able to get revenge for that. He's coming in and bowling at really good pace. Looks like a dot ball. It's a short
That's a
ball,
dot ball. Yeah.
head height, but not getting anything on the bat, which is probably lucky for Abu Bakar Kamara in this
Or else he would have ended
situation.
up losing his wicket there. There we go, guys. Last ball from Isaac Okpe, 14th over. They need 93 runs of another 6 overs.
Yeah.
Required run rate is slowly creeping up from last over where it was 14. Now it has gone up to 15.5. So if they manage to take John Bangura's wicket,
That's a
then
boundary there for Abu Bakar Kamara. But he belts it off of the square boundary.
great shot, great
He was
shot.
waiting for it. It was a cutter from Isaac Okpe, and Abu Bakar Kamara read it early on, and he took the short ball on outside off stump, and he cuts it through that backward point region and gets a much needed boundary for him. Personally, obviously, a lot of pressure for Abu Bakar Kamara. Didn't really do a lot with the bat yesterday when the team depended on him, and obviously that meant that they weren't able to get to even a respectable total. They got all out for 47. So compared to yesterday's performance, 47 all out, they've come back and played really well. Would you say, Kritesh? I know that they're not close to the target, but they're at 89 for 3 of the 14 overs, and this just shows you how important those last 3 overs. I think they scored
I think
nearly 60
even
runs
though
in that last 3 overs, Kritesh, and if they had
yeah,
limited the run flow in those 3 overs, I think they probably would have had a much better say in this chase.
yeah, as you mentioned, even though 89 for 3 end of 14 overs seem a bit low, we need to consider their previous stats as well. And Sierra Leone yesterday, after scoring only 49 runs, they have a great comeback. And you need to also consider they're taking on against the best team in this tournament, Nigeria, and they haven't lost any wickets. I think at this stage, Nigeria had lost more wickets than
Yeah.
Sierra Leone. So that shows their confidence
Yeah,
level for
but I think
these
that's the
batters.
difference as well between the two teams, isn't it, Kritesh? Because
Yeah, yeah.
one team is struggling, the other team is
Mhm.
scoring runs freely, and I think
Yeah.
that's the key difference, if you ask me.
Mhm. That's
They've
nice.
done really well so far to get to
It is
89.
the man back into attack, Gokul. It is Prosper Hussaini having taken 2 wickets in 2 overs, given away only 10 runs,
Yeah.
keeping his economy under 5.
I think we can see the
Great
increase in our
bowling.
viewership
Another.
as Husseini comes to bowl, and he's bowled really well. They're unlucky
Guys, you
not to
don't
get
want
an
to miss
answer it.
the drama from Hussaini, the way he is bowling. That's a wicket. That is a
There we go,
wicket.
guys. What do we
Abu
say?
Bakar
This
Kamara.
is why you back Husseini to get a wicket, because he's just so good at this level. He's probably one of the best bowlers in the competition, and he's just proven why. Because he's just come in. And he's gotten
Taken a
that
wicket
breakthrough,
right
and
away.
he's gotten Abu Bakar Kamara. We were just saying how underwhelming it's been for Abu Bakar Kamara so far, and the umpire
This
gives
could
him.
have happened long back, Gokul. This is what we've been talking. If they had brought Hussaini after the power play, he would have been able to take few more wickets, and Sierra would have not come till here, I would say. The breakthrough which they needed, and we need to consider John Bangura is still in. He's losing out on his partners, not very ideal for him. But let's see. Even though it's only 4 wickets, they've got 6 more wickets left. Obviously, they're not in any way position for them to chase the target of 178. But at least if they put up a great total, or if they score good and put up a
Yeah.
great fight, it might boost the confidence going on into
Even
the
for future
tournament. And
competitions,
they're
Kritesh,
facing.
you'll feel
Yeah.
like that you'll have more confidence to play against better quality opposition and learn from them. And I feel like this tournament has been a learning curve for Sierra Leone, and they've done so well so far.
Yeah.
Even after that wicket, I feel like they've done well enough that they've put a respectable total. They've already almost doubled the score. Already have double the score from previous game, and that's all you can do. You can learn from your mistakes and try to perform better. So the new batsman coming in, he's going to be facing Hussaini Prosper. How hard do you think it's going to be to face somebody like Prosper?
Let's
When you
see
come
who
in.
the new batter is who are coming to
That's going to
attack.
be a first
I
ball, but I think he's
think
pitching outside leg stump, saving the batsman from a duck wicket in his first ball. So obviously
yeah,
under a lot of pressure now.
it is Lamin coming into batting.
Is the
Gokul.
captain Kritesh Lamin.
Lansana, Lansana Lamin.
Lamin his left football for Barcelona, so played for cricket with Sierra Leone. Let's have a look to see if he has a better outcome today than he did yesterday. I think he ended up getting out for just the one run yesterday, so we'll have to have a look to see. Steps outside, absolutely belts it down the ground. I think he's going to get
That's a six.
There we
That
go.
is a six.
So Lamin saying, I can do it
Can
with the
you
football, I can
imagine?
do it with the
Can
cricket
you
ball.
imagine?
He's
It
straight
is,
down the track and he's hit the best bowler back over his head for a six.
He's gone against Prosper Hussaini. That is what you need to consider, Gokul. A new batter coming in, going on, taking Prosper Hussaini, scoring a boundary. Extraordinary, definitely extraordinary. Good efforts from him. Hats off. Let's see if Prosper Hussaini makes a comeback and takes his wicket.
Yeah.
That might be a great battle between these two.
You're going to see a very aggressive celebration, and we saw that yesterday when Prosper Hussaini got a wicket. He was all in the batsman's face. A little bit of a butler shimmy from Lansana Lamin. First ball, dot ball, second ball, six. Third ball, front foot defense. I mean, there's not a lot of foot movement, so maybe just
Yeah.
standing defense and he gets a single.
Single is not what you need. You need to go with the same intent, go
Yeah.
for boundaries. Obviously, it is not going to be possible against Prosper Hussaini, but you need to go for it. You need to try. Prosper Hussaini going for his last delivery in the third over. Let's see if he's able to take a wicket. That's another single from John Bangura. He has reached 48 runs of
Yeah.
43 balls
Keep
faced.
strike, though,
The
that's
score
the
is,
important thing.
yeah, he keeps the strike. That is what you need to look out for. Next over, we might be seeing a half century from Sierra Leone batter John Bangura, and we're not quite sure who might be bowling. I think they might give it to Isa Koppe, or I'm not quite sure. They might just go on with Joshua Asia and might as well finish his spell. He has been very economical. Even though he did not take any wickets, he has controlled every over under 5 runs. So maybe it is better to go with Joshua Asia. I mean, six. Everybody is happy for Lamin's six, Gokul.
Yeah. I think nobody expected Lamin to take somebody like Prosper Hussaini on with that level of intent, stepping down the wicket and hitting him straight over his head for a six. And the game's in almost a stalemate now. Nothing really happening. But we have small sparks here and there. A wicket last over for Hussaini and a six for Lansana Lamin. So 98 for 4 after the 15 overs. I'll just put it in the chat as well so that you guys can have a look at
Yeah.
the score if you're not able to watch the game live. 5 overs left. in
There
this
we go.
competition.
It's Isiaku coming into attack. He has bowled only one
Oh, I
over
think
so far.
there's a bottom edge there. Kritesh, and he's ended up dropping at the keeper.
Oh God, that's not what you want to see.
John Bangura on
Dropped catch.
48.
Yeah.
Could have been another person losing their wicket just before getting to that personal milestone. We saw that earlier in the day with Vincent getting out just before getting his 49 runs, I think, if I remember correctly. So, really lucky there. John Bangura. We also saw somebody getting dropped and then getting out in the next ball. So, let's have a look to see if that happens
Yeah.
again. No, he
That's a
runs quick
single of
single.
the. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Lamin's been hit in the back. He's gone down. The fielder trying to hit a direct hit directly hits the batsman in the
Bad,
back.
very
And
bad injury.
I think it's gonna
I think
hurt.
Gokul, today we saw thrice this happen.
Yeah.
The field is throwing it straight at the batters. I
Batsman.
think it is the
It's a
frustration.
really poor throw from the fielder because it's hit him really high up. Definitely wouldn't have hit the stumps there. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. It's hit him like behind the shoulder blade, a little bit, on the ribcage. Non-striker having, some cheeky banter with the fielder saying he's going to hit him with the bat. But I think it's all with good intentions. Asia making some jokes after hitting the non-striker with the ball. So again, we've seen wickets, sixes, and now we see a player injury as well. But out of all of the things in cricket, this is one thing that you don't really want to see, Kritesh. I feel like there's
Getting
a
injured.
small break in play. He's up and he's moving around and he's just testing his back out. So I think he is fine. There's nothing serious there, which is obviously good to know.
Yeah. It's good to see him back. We might be expecting. I think it is a frustration that he was able to take. He was able to score six against Prosper Hussaini. They're showing the frustration from the fielding team. How can you go against my best bowler? How can you score six of my best bowler? And that is what caused this injury. But let's see if he comes back and shows that he is capable and he can do it every ball, not just against Hussaini, but also against Ishayaku. If you bring in Joshua Asia, I can go against him. That is the mindset you need from Lamin, I would say.
Yeah, I think at this
Let's
point
see a
there's no
bit.
point. You've already gotten to 100. So maybe
Yeah.
like everybody would have expected you to get under. Um, which is
100 runs. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wanted them to score. Everybody were predicting that they might not reach more than 80 runs. Most probably they would reach only 100. That was the highest prediction we got, 100 runs. But clearly, at 99 runs, they've lost only 4 wickets. 15.2 overs. Obviously, the record run rate has been creeping up slowly. Even though they're not scoring, I think this
Yeah.
it won't be a loss for them. It'll be, I would say, it won't be a defeat for them. It'll just be a loss for them.
Yeah, they wouldn't be mentally defeated. There's another boundary there for Lamin. So he's
Lamin.
playing captain's innings here, trying to reinstate some self-confidence within the Sierra Leone team. And he's leading from the front, and that's something that you'll want to see, especially after getting hit in the back in the previous over. He's done really well there to get the boundary. So 103 for 4 in 15.3, and it's a really good, well-deserved boundary for Lansana Lamin. We'll have to wait and see if he goes for another big hit here. I think he should. I think if I'm Lansana Lamin, there we go. He steps out, misses completely, but puts a little bit of confusion
2
with
runs,
the
yeah.
wicket keeper, and I think it's going to be 2 runs given as buys. I don't think there was any inside it, so no bat involved. But that's exactly what you want to do. You want to put pressure on the fielders. You want to put pressure on the keeper. Again, they're probably not going to win the game, but they're going to fight and they're
But,
going to reinstate some
yeah.
self-respect within this team. And obviously, it's something really happy to see. And if you guys also want to see Sierra Leone, making this stand against a really strong Nigeria team, feel free to click in the link in the chat and watch the game live. We're also covering some Kuwaiti Falcon Champions games as well. So if you're interested in staying up to date with the score there or watching the game in HD, feel free to click on that link and you'll be able to do so. And just let us know your opinions as well of this game or any of the future games that you watch on cricketlounge.tv, and we'll be happy to get that experience from you guys as well. Kritesh, what are your opinions of this charge from Lansana Lamin? And
A good comeback. He came in.
John
He
Bungura.
he scored a 6 against Prosper Hussaini. He got injured, came back, scored a boundary again. So very positive, confident batter, I would say.
Yeah.
This is what you expect from Sierra Leone's batting lineup.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I think
John
another
Bungura
thing
at
that you need to
49
do,
runs.
Kritesh, here is try to play with the batsman's mind, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure they don't make a fool of you. Obviously, everybody knows that they're not going to win the game. But them doing this now maybe shows to other teams in the competition that Nigeria are probably not as good a bowling unit as you would have expected, and give them a bit of confidence. I think what you can do now is bring in Prosper Hussaini, give him the opportunity to bowl that last over of his spell, get a wicket, maybe John Bungura before he gets his 50, maybe Lansini Yamal, who's been very aggressive. And all of a sudden you're building more confidence within your own fielding and bowling units. And I think that's probably
It
what
is,
they're going for
I
at
think
this
that is
moment.
what they should be aiming at, but we see that Isaac Okpe is making his steps to go for the
Is that
run up for the
Okpe?
bowling.
Yeah, it does look like it's
Yeah,
Okpe.
it is Okpe coming into
Yeah, yeah.
attack.
But
I
again,
think maybe
you
we
don't
might be
mind Okpe
expecting
as well.
Prosper
Okpe
Hussain
is
in the next
a
over.
wicket-taking bowler as well, so he's a quality bowler. A lot of pace, a lot of bounce. He's very tall as well, and I feel like another wicket could potentially come within this over. And I think that's Lansin Yamal doing really well, getting off strike, giving John Bangura the
Giving it
option
to
to get
Bangura.
his 50. They're not going to come back for the two. I think there was a chance for a two. They actually end up coming
But
for a two. So not a 50 quite yet for John Bangura, and we might see another batsman getting out before getting their 50. Is it likely, Kritish?
definitely, Gokar. I think if John Bangura, if he comes to strike, it might be difficult for him. The way these two are playing, I mean, the bowlers have been putting good bowling attack. He might end up losing his wicket, so he doesn't want to take that risk. I think that is a single, and it brings John Bangura back into strike. Let's see if he's able to get to his milestone 50. If he loses wicket now, I'll go mad. I'll go crazy because we saw it in the first
Back
inning
to
as well.
back innings where somebody
Yeah,
gets out for 49 runs.
49
Obviously,
runs.
we don't
Yeah,
wish that upon anybody. We want to hope that everybody hits their personal milestones as well.
just a single comfortably. He gets us
Yeah,
50,
really
50 run
smart batting that,
milestone.
driving the ball down into the ground, not taking any risks. And I think at the beginning of the run up of the bowler as well, Lansana Lamine was already
Yeah,
halfway down the wicket. He wanted to make sure that if there was a run, he was the one running to the danger. And I think he's done really well there to almost soak up that pressure. There's still 3 balls left in the over. Few
yeah.
comments about wickets coming in this over. They need a wicket. Yeah, definitely. I think Nigeria would probably prefer a wicket. All the Sierra Leone coaches and players in the
They'll be happy with the
dugout, they're
performance, I
happy
would
with
say.
John Bangura. He stepped up for his team. 50 or 47, not a quick innings, but much needed innings. A quick innings attempted from Lamine here, stepping out, but this time
Missing it.
keeper doesn't miss it, and it's just going to be a dot ball. There's 2 balls left. A prediction from Anon. He said there's a wicket coming this over. Let's have a look to see if there could be a wicket that comes in this over. Obviously, it will be a massive bonus for Isaac Okpe to boost his confidence if they do actually end up getting a wicket, a much needed wicket as well. Let's have a look. I think it's a dot ball.
Dot ball
Um,
again. Another dot ball.
just a wild swing from Lamine. He almost wants to throw his bat at everything. I feel like there is a good likelihood of a wicket now because he's just hyper aggressive and he's not able to connect. And I feel like even runouts might be coming into the game a little bit more. They'll probably start running for everything as well now that the
No, I don't
personal
see the
milestone.
point of them running for it, Gokul.
It's just to
You
get to
need
a
68
decent
runs.
enough score. It's not about winning the
Yeah,
game, obviously, but it's just about running and building some self confidence and getting some
another
runs
dot
available.
ball.
So
Yeah.
68 needed of the 3 overs. Obviously, will not happen.
Just wild swing from Lamin. Just because he got 2 boundaries, you
Yeah.
think he expects that he'll be capable of scoring more boundaries. That's why he's going for the swing, but unable to time it well. Ends up getting 3 dot balls in the previous over from Isaac Okpe. It is John Bangura on strike, currently at 50 run mark.
Yeah.
The score now after 17th over is 110 for 4. Lamin at 15 runs, John Bangura at 50, as I mentioned. I think we might be expecting
I don't think they'll
Hussaini.
give
I
Hussaini. I
don't
think
think
it's just
Hussaini.
going to be given to other bowlers so that they can build experience. But I think
Yeah.
Hussaini should be the bowler
But I
now.
think Hussaini, they're saving him for the last over. They would want to give him the last over.
But what is the point, Kritesh? Because if they get another 10 runs, 15 runs now,
Mhm.
and then they get like they get a couple of wickets in the last over, it doesn't really
There's a
mean much.
possible wicket in the first ball. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's rammed in the air. The keeper quite unable
Just a
to
single.
get to that. So there was a catch attempted there, but not really working out in the favor.
Yeah. Not working. Oshaya Ishiaku, we saw good bowling from him, but he was unable to take any wickets today. It was only Prosper Hussaini. Yesterday he took 3 wickets. Today he has taken 3 wickets. 3 wickets every
Can he take a
game.
fiver though,
Great.
Kritesh? I think he would really appreciate getting a fiver as a big attempted
Yeah.
swing, and it's going to be a one bounce boundary by
4.
the the fielder not able to get to it. I think there was Prosper Hussaini in the field, and he wasn't quite able. I think he's injured himself as well because he's holding his leg on the boundary. That's something that you might have to look at for future games. Hopefully, Hussaini, obviously a key player for Nigeria, hasn't injured himself in the boundary. I think there was a dry patch there where he slipped over. But Lamine leading this late charge, 19 of 12. You could ask, why didn't he come earlier, Kritesh? Because he could have come earlier and given them a slightly better chance of maybe getting to this target. And he's absolutely smoked Okasa for a 4. We've seen Okasa get hit a couple of times in this inning so far. He gets a revenge the very next ball. Sweet revenge for Okasa. Sending
a wicket, guys.
Lamine back to the dugout. And that's a really quick straight ball.
If you
Hits the
keep
stumps.
swinging, this is what will happen. If
Yeah.
you swing blindly, if the bowler aims at the stump, you're going to get your wicket lost. You're going to lose your wicket. That is what happened. We saw so many wild swings from Lamin so far. Just 3 he was able to make out of it. 3 boundaries he got,
But you wouldn't
and
really
that's
mind
it.
that even if you're Lamine, because you got 19 runs of 13 balls, scored
Yeah,
a decent enough rate, give your team a little bit of a chance to get closer to that 130, projected score. So I think he's going to be happy
yeah,
with his performance. And to be fair, I think everybody in Sierra Leone's team should be happy with their performance today. Maybe the bowling let them down a bit towards the end. If they had given maybe about 40 runs less, they probably would have been in this game to win
yeah.
it. But again, Santosh, not quite sure what he was talking about when he said that they'll win this game comfortably. I think it's just the exact opposite at this point. But there's a lot of positives again for Sierra Leone to keep in mind as well. Bangara, quality player, has done really well for his team as well.
15 balls left. The required run is 63. The required run rate is 25. Obviously, it is not possible. It is the top bowler who is coming into attack. It is Abbas Gala. We saw him perform very well with bowling. Will he be able to put up a good performance with batting? We're not quite sure. We'll have to wait and
Yeah,
see.
I think they're just going to
Anona
go
says
swing for everything.
one
Oh,
over
it's a
left
really
with
good
wicket.
ball from Okasa. It's a Yorker on the toes. Probably hardest ball in world cricket to face that. A swinging Yorker on your toe. But he does well to get some bat on it, and it's going to be a single. So Abbas
I
now
think they
losing
quite
his wicket.
comfortably get 2 runs, Gokul. It brings Abbas back into strike.
Yeah, it is. So apologies.
Yeah. 2 great flick to the mid wicket, and he comes back into strike. Let's see. Great positive batting from Abbas Gala. 2 more over to go. 2.2 over to go. Let's get your predictions in, guys. What do you think they might be in for Sierra Leone? I'm expecting them to reach somewhere closer to
Yeah, that could be a potential wicket
130,
there as well. Everything's
132.
happening here, guys. It could have been a run out. It could have been a LBW. The umpire saying that it was going down leg, which probably saving the batsman there. But overall, I feel like he's been a decent enough comeback after getting hit for a boundary in that second ball by Okasha. Obviously, almost got another wicket in reward there. Bangura still unable to find any strike. It's going to be the last ball. Let's have a look to see what Abbas can do. It looks
Just a
like he's gonna
single of the last
yeah,
ball.
he's going to take
Yeah.
a single and keep strike for the next over. So overall 61 to win of the 2 overs. Unless you see some Rahul Tewete innings, you're not going to see any upsets, guys. But I think overall, a great day of cricket between the 2 games. A good fight shown here by Sierra Leone to get to 118 of the 18 overs by just losing 5 wickets. A lot of people in the chat initially at the beginning of the innings said they're probably going to get out. I think somebody said, Mohit was it, who said, sorry, Mithun Ramesh said all out under 80. Mohit said 100. I thought initially 100 as well. And there was a couple of people who said under 120. They're going to get
Yeah.
all out. So doesn't look like an all out is going to be likely now. Bangura at
But
51
yeah,
and them at
all out is
118.
definitely not possible with 2 more overs to go. My prediction for Sierra Leone score is Gokul 136. What is your prediction?
I think 130 actually, Kritesh. I think they're going to struggle to score more than 6 and over. You've got to remember Hussain is bowling this over. There's probably going to be another over from Isaac Okpe in the
Yeah.
next over as well. So I think it definitely won't go more than that. Anon says 1 over late, but we get the wicket. So he said a couple of overs ago that there's going to be a wicket that over, but it was a big shot attempted, and it's a big shot scored.
6.
6. Abbas
How
Gabba
often do
saying,
you see
you know what?
Hussaini
If the
going for 2
batsman
6?
can't do it, I will do it myself as a bowler.
Abbas Gala,
Yes,
very
come on. He's
positive.
almost showing that he's not just a bowler; he's a bowling all rounder. He's
Yeah.
pulled a short ball from Prosper Hosseini for a six. The second time, Hosseini getting hit for a massive six. The keeper having a word with Hosseini as well. He's not happy with that. He's had a word with the batsman. There's a little bit of an altercation. In that
Good
over.
timing from Abbas
And I think
Gala.
as we said that there's about 20 people watching live now, so small influx towards the end of this innings. Everybody coming to watch this Abbas Gabala innings. Maybe a potential upset is on our cards. Kritesh, he's gonna take Prosper to the shops with.
But I still
hits.
think Gokul Prosper Hussaini might take one more wicket. A
Yeah.
good ball, good comeback from him. We saw earlier as well. He went for a six, came back, took a wicket. So we might be expecting very similar performance from Hussaini. He doesn't disappoint us, to be honest. You never expect Hussaini to go for sixes. He did. You never expect Hussaini to come towards the last over and score 2 6 in the two balls. He did. When you needed the wicket to break the partnership, he came and he took the wicket. So that is Hussaini for you guys.
Yeah.
Dangerous man with the bat, with the ball, even with the fielding. He attempted trying to save the four. Great attempt, great effort. Unfortunately, he ended up getting injured, but he came back, dominating very well with the bowling as well in his last over.
Yeah. I mean, overall great performance from the Nigerian players. Doing well, obviously still getting runs of the key bowlers like Hosseini. Probably does their confidence quite a lot of good. I think their goal now should be just to make sure that they don't lose this confidence and then take it to the next game. I think they play Zambia next, and another big shot attempted by
Big shot,
Abbas,
just a single.
Gabala, but it's just going to be one run. Again, he connected it pretty well. I think they're going to go for two there because they're going to be back to
They're
back
going for two,
doubles. And I think they're not looking like slowing down. They might actually end up getting 140 if they're able to get another boundary in this over. I think that'll do their confidence quite a lot of good, and I think a lot of people watching as well would agree with us on that as well. That it's been a really good fight back from Sierra Leone. We saw them trying to attempt to fight back in the second innings yesterday with the ball. Not good enough, and we see a similar fight back with the bat today. Again, unfortunately, not quite good enough.
Yeah.
But the intention and
I think Sierra Leone are good at defending. Just the first innings is not going out quite in their way. We might see maybe tomorrow they're going against Zambia.
Yeah.
With these two, it is very difficult to judge who is the better team. Both the teams have got better bowling lineup. If anything is an advantage, I think Sierra Leone's batting today seemed a bit confident, so that might be a plus point for them tomorrow going against Zambia. Zambia's batting today did not feel that great,
Yeah.
so let's just see what happens. Good bowling again from Prosper Hussaini in his last ball. Controlling it very well, giving away only 29 runs, taking 3 wickets. Good bowling spell from Prosper Hussaini. We'll have to see who comes in for the last over. I'm expecting it to be Ishayaku, or it might be even Isaac Ope, it might be Joshua Asia. 3 best bowlers, and who do you think they might choose? This is for you to predict, guys.
I actually
I
think
they'll
it's
go
going
with,
to be
Ope.
I think it should be Isaac Oppe. It'll probably do him a lot of confidence as well to get given that last over to bowl. A lot of the players, obviously, in the dugouts, just having a conversation with each other. It's good to see there's a lot of positivity in that dugout. Everybody talking and chatting with each other between the two teams. So I think there's a lot of a lot of respect between Nigeria and Sierra Leone and their players as well. Let's just have a look to see how this last over goes. I think it is Isaac Oppe who's going to be bowling that last over, and hopefully he might end up getting a couple of wickets for his own confidence there as well. And just to let you know, guys, we are very close to hitting that 200 subscriber mark. We're only 2 subscribers away, so if any of you is watching wants to give us a subscription, we would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for all of the conversations in the chat.
It is not just for us, it is for you as well, to keep you guys updated whenever we go live. Whenever there is an interesting game happening, you'll get notified that we're going live, and you can join us obviously, and we'll let you know our analytics and predictions for the game. And you guys also can give us some predictions, and we saw so many predictions come true today from so many people in the chat. So
Even
please keep us
Pyro's
updated.
crazy prediction of 175 ended up coming true. So I think it's been really interactive for the past couple of days. Obviously, that makes us really happy as well to see that you guys are enjoying the content. And if you guys would like to subscribe to us and then save that link as well that's in the chat in your browser, you can obviously then watch all of the games on cricketlaunch.tv for free in HD without any ads or interruptions. And again, suicidal running, keeper missing it.
Bad.
I think it's just a poor cricketing effort all around. Non-striker was halfway down the wicket. John Bangura's upset because he wants to finish this game not out. Increase his personal average as well. Abbas, on the other hand, wants to get on strike to score some big hits. Unfortunately,
He's just
unable to do so.
laughing. He's just. Did you see Abbas Gal on the non-striker, and he's just
Definitely.
enjoying. He's just having some fun
he
out there.
knows that's the importance of this game at this moment in time, just to make sure that he's almost running halfway down the track, and that's
Good
a big
shot,
shot
that's
attempted,
single.
but there's a fielder there. A smart captaincy to keep that fielder on the leg side. It's just going to be a single. He plays it all over to deep mid wicket, but nothing more, nothing less. 131 for 5 with 3 balls to go. Where do you think they're going to end up, Kritish? You said 135, and it does look like they're probably going to end up at 135.
My prediction was 134, Google, I think so. If I'm not wrong, 134 was my prediction. And let's see, 3 more balls left. If they'll get to 3 balls, 3 runs needed for my predictions to come true. In the previous match, I predicted that they'll chase it in 18.4.
That's a boundary
It was
though,
18.5.
It's a really
So
good
that's
shot from
4.
Abbas Gabla. So he's saying, that's why I wanted you to take that run. I want to bat, I can score runs. So I think maybe a little bit more work needs to be done for Sierra Leone in structuring their batting lineup. They have destructive players like Abbas Gabla who can bat. They have Lamine. They have capable hitters. Maybe send them a few overs ahead so that they can try to get you a little bit more closer to the target next time. So I think a lot of learning opportunities today for Sierra Leone. Hopefully Abbas can give us a couple of more big hits. Make it really entertaining.
Obviously, guys, if you had asked us before the game, will Sierra Leone be able to score 130 plus against
Another
Nigeria?
attempted big shot, and I think it's going to be
Might be
top
another
edge,
4.
and it's going to trickle down to the
Another 4.
boundary. The fielder at point can't get to it, and it's going to be another boundary. So Lamine got to 19 of 12. Abbas does even better, gets to 23 of 11 with 1 ball to go. Do you think they can get to 145, Kritesh?
Maybe, I think anything is possible here. I don't think a 6 is coming through, but 4, good chance for it because of the outfield, I would say.
Maybe.
But as I was talking about this earlier, if you guys had asked Sierra Leone, will they be able to score 140 plus runs against Nigeria's bowling attack, especially against Prosper Hussaini? Oh my God, that's another 4 to end the innings. Go
So 3 fours in a row
143 back
from
to back.
Abbas Gibler, and he probably is telling John Bangura, you took so much time to score your 52 runs, right? I scored half of it in a quarter of the ball.
Just
So
11 balls, yeah.
why not give me more batting? So it was a full toss. I'm not quite sure if there might have been an overthrow. I think they ran a lot of the runs. I think the scoring might be a bit wrong because I don't think it's gone for 4. I think they've only run 2 there. So I think there's an error with the scoring in the end. But
still, it is
overall,
a great effort from Sierra Leone, scoring 143 runs. As I was talking about this earlier, if you guys had asked us, will Sierra Leone be able to reach this line? Obviously not. We would have not agreed to it.
Yeah.
Nobody agreed to it going into the second innings. But hats off to Sierra Leone. Good batting from them, especially John Bangura and also Raymond Cocker. Good efforts.
Yeah.
Great match so far today overall. Thank you guys for joining us as well. Please join. Tomorrow we have the 2 table toppers, 2 strong teams in this tournament, Nigeria and Rwanda, facing against each other in the first
That's gonna
game
be a very
tomorrow.
exciting
So you
game
don't
to
want
watch.
to miss that. So please save the link, and we'll be joining in the YouTube podcast as well. You can join with us, do your predictions, and you can keep the match tuned on Cricket Launch TV. And let's see what happens tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us today. Have a nice night. Bye bye.